It is the Mike Calta Show. It's 102.5 The Bone. Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025, and we are coming to you live this morning. How is everybody doing today?
Good.
Woo. Oh, man.
What you got?
I just want to say, I don't want to make everybody else feel stupid, but Gio,
Yes.
the coffee this morning is for your birthday. Happy birthday.
Oh,
thank
nice.
you.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday, Gio.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Gio.
Since I'm the only one who remembered your birthday.
That's
Thank
not
you.
true. I got him a free parking spot out front.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you. I
my
appreciate
land.
that.
That's my land.
Mhm.
Made things very easy when arriving.
Yes, yes. Happy birthday, Gio.
Thank you.
You let this one sneak up on us.
Yeah.
What?
We did not. You did not properly announce during the week that your birthday would be coming up to remind us people.
Oh, I don't really announce my birthday very often.
Yeah. We had to get it undercover.
Yes.
If it wasn't for
Really
Facebook-
undercover.
If it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't know when anybody's birthday was.
I don't know anybody's birthday either.
Yeah,
I have it in my phone.
you do.
Yeah,
I
I put
don't.
everyone's in my phone, even though like I know them. But Gio's always sneaks up, and Joe's I always forget because we're not working.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just to make sure I don't forget.
Happens
Wow.
all the time.
Happy birthday, Gio.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
43 years old.
Yay.
I wish.
No,
46.
44?
45.
45.
Oh, it's a big one.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
know,
big
Gio.
one.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do. You know his body.
Wow.
Thank
I
you,
do.
Carmen.
You're welcome.
Wow.
And you know what I got you for your birthday, Gio? I made you walk 2 miles in New Orleans so you could live longer.
Mhm.
You're welcome. The
You're
the gift
welcome.
of health.
Thank you. I had a great time. That was
Yeah.
one of my
I had
best
you
moments.
walk all the way down to an area where you could drink and stuff your face.
Yeah.
Great, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Oh man. My wife and I spent the day together yesterday.
You weren't looking forward to that.
I was not looking forward to doing the work that had to go into working. I had to go clean some stuff out, and that was a pain in the ass. And I knew that she would drive me nuts. We see differently on things. Like if you're leaving the condo for renters, and there's like a utility drawer with an extension cord and some like Allen wrenches in it, that stuff stays.
Yeah. You leave that.
I mean, that's what I said. She was driving me nuts. She was driving me nuts. No, that's got to come out. This has got to come out. Why is that? You know, we take the box of air conditioning filters out of here too. Come on now.
What else did you have to take out?
Just like our personal items. You know, we had some towels in there. I had in my nightstand. I got an extra pair of glasses and a back scratcher, a couple of
Right.
things like that.
And-
And I cleared that out. Yeah,
And why are you doing this?
because it's rented out.
Oh, you're renting it.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry,
yeah.
I missed that part. Okay, that's
it's,
cool.
It's rented out. So we don't really have a lot of stuff there. I got a couple bathing suits there I had to grab out of there and that kind of stuff. I basically had one bag full of stuff, and then she had to just make it difficult.
Are you doing
Situation.
Airbnb or is it somebody who's actually
somebody
renting
we know
it?
is renting
Okay.
it, yeah. So we're driving yesterday, and my wife lowers the radio, leans in, and says, "We have to have a talk."
Oh. Uh-oh.
Yes.
It's over.
Does anybody want to guess what it was? With the intensity of "It's over, Galvin."
Yeah.
Yeah. She said, "Look at me. We have to have a talk." And she lowered the radio. Anybody want to guess?
Is it about your daughter's volleyball team?
Negative. We did have that discussion too.
Is it about you not wanting anybody to go through your phone whatsoever for any reason because you're hiding secret stuff?
Side note, I brought that up to her because I knew she probably didn't hear that because it was so early in the morning. And I said to her, "Yeah, Gio left the house without his phone." And she goes, "Oh, you could never do that." I go, "I couldn't." I go, "It would drive me crazy." I go, "But then I said on the air that just the idea that you'd be there going through my phone would also irk me, even though you can go through my phone whenever you want." And she's like, "Why would it irk you?" I go, "Because I got that." I go, I got a full nude picture of Justin Silver on my recent comments that Bobby sent me the other day. I need to explain that. You know what I mean? Like, or I need you wondering why I got a naked dude picture on my phone.
Right.
Just things that you take out of context.
All the naked dudes you're worried
Right.
about.
Yeah.
Right.
Makes
right.
sense.
I can
Yeah,
understand.
I get you.
Not,
You
not
don't
to
want
mention,
your wife to see the naked dudes
Yeah.
on your phone.
Yeah.
not to mention, like Pete sent me a picture the other day of some girl, I guess, that swiped right on him, and it's hilarious because she looks like she's about 62, and she's got short curly hair and a blue dress with flowers on it, like the complete opposite of what. And I just laugh, but I have that saved on my phone. Now,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, they just are weird things.
Naked dudes and
old ladies.
Old ladies.
All
right.
I get it.
What's that, Carmen?
Yeah. No, I was repeating
Yeah.
what Gio was saying. Yeah, I get it. It seems.
Seems odd, right?
If my wife knew how many old ladies and naked dudes I had on my phone, like
So many ninnies.
Right?
Yeah, you'd be in trouble.
Did she?
So I said to her last night, I said, so that's what they were saying. I said, but you can go through my phone whenever you want. So she put her hand out, like, to take my phone. I throw out my phone. I go, here, look at it.
wow.
You might want to check out the Justin Silver picture. It looks pretty good. So that was not it. No.
Was it your spending habits?
No, I don't really spend a lot of money. I don't know what that's for.
We literally just had a show on Friday with Bobby Kelly talking about the hundreds of packages you have at your front door that you do not open or return. That is wasting and spending money, sir.
No, but I think that we decided that is a conglomerate of boxes that are ordered by this house, and most of that stuff is not even mine.
By the way, you guys missed it when you left and the show was over. Bobby was still here, and he went into this room right here.
Oh no!
To get it, he's like, "Hey, can I get a Mike Calta Show T-shirt?" And they're like, yeah, go in the room right there. They have them. And Bobby found a whole stockpile of gifts that Mike had never opened. He's like, "You son of a bitch!" He's like, "This is the bag I got you. It's got that mother effing tag still on it."
Yeah.
That I took that bag. The bag is a black bag, and it's got orange like there are like little tags on them. And it's a black bag with orange. Like, it just looks cooler with the orange. So I left the tags on. I used that when I went hiking in Georgia at Thanksgiving. I most certainly
Somebody
used
can
that.
spot you from the trail
Yes,
with the orange tag.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Galvin, for having common sense.
It was like a whole stockpile of old Bobby gifts.
Oh.
That is one bag or so. Anyway, back to my wife.
Okay.
Any other guesses?
Was it about the dogs?
No.
Spring break.
No. Oh, we got to get that nailed down too.
Was it about Joe and the cans?
Oh,
Was it about running the 5K?
Oh no.
Oh.
Was it about your son's girlfriend?
No. It was about me. I'll tell you, it's about
okay.
me. My wife looked
Your
at
face?
me. Kind of.
Oh no.
Your face. I don't like it. Change it.
She leaned into me and she said, "Listen to me. We have to have a serious talk." I go, "Okay." And she goes, "You're losing weight. You're looking good." I said, "Thank you."
Okay.
So off to a good start, right, Carmen?
Yeah, about to jump your bones in the car. Okay.
I was ready.
But
But she leaned in and she goes, "You have to stop dressing like a homeless person." And I go, what do you mean? And she goes, "It's too much." And I go, "What do you mean, like the no sleeve stuff?" And she the whole thing. She goes, "In fact, the shorts you're wearing right now." And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Are older than Joey." And I go, "This is true. They are definitely older than Joey."
yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, I remember where I got those shorts. I remember how I got them and the whole deal. And they are probably about 22 years old.
It's the comforts of working from home.
Yeah.
Well,
what it is.
that's what I said. I go,
We're in a pandemic.
I go, the thing is that I don't really leave the house a lot, and I go, when I do, I usually dress it up when I leave the house. And she just leaned back and looked at me and I went, "Okay, well, not today. Today we had house chores to do. We had work to do."
Well, that's pretty simply solved, though. You just do set a goal weight clothes shopping thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get to a certain weight, and then you go, "All right, I'm going to get a new wardrobe."
Yeah.
And
yeah.
have a woman, your wife, or
That's what I said to her. I go, if you can go and do the shopping for me, that would make life a lot easier. Because she goes, "You can still dress comfortably. You just can't dress like a homeless person."
Yeah, get on her Lululemon train.
I don't know that I think I'd look like a baby seal in Lululemon.
I mean, you're not going to be wearing what she wears.
Yeah, you're not
like
wearing
they
the
make
tight stuff. And
Yeah, but what do they? I don't even know what they have. Like
It's
for
all
men.
Jim's clothes, like everything. They have joggers, they have shorts, they have t-shirts, they have. It's basically what you're wearing, but it's going to cost you $200 a set.
Yeah,
Is she gonna make you wear sleeves?
I don't know. It might be at least half sleeves.
Yeah. That's a big one.
I know
We do live in Florida. You need some.
something to keep
Non-sleeves.
ventilated. Yeah,
But like you and Sean living life in Clearwater have like basically the same
next to Clearwater.
outfit.
Next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wears black cutoff t-shirt every
You're
day
right, you're
and
right.
gym shorts.
throw a do rag on your head, and you're set.
Yeah.
Maybe me and Sean are better friends than I even imagined.
Maybe you switch the, you don't have the sleeves on the shirt. You put the sleeves back on, but then you take the collar off and you go V-necks.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I mean, that's a possibility.
It's
I'm
nice.
gonna let her
Lets it breathe.
do the dress. I tried one time to order one of those boxes where they send you clothes every month.
Oh, yeah.
And they were all just terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants to wear. It was a corduroy short shirt set. Who's wearing that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And every once in a while,
Tim Clark.
they'd give you like a button-down shirt with a nice pattern on it, and then they'd give you purple shorts, which probably look good on some little skinny kid. But I'm not wearing purple shorts. Look like a big dinosaur. It was just not for me.
They say sleeves go a long way. You could just start there.
Start with sleeves and work my way out.
I think that's a big step forward.
Like, I don't want to be collared shirt guy.
No.
I mean, like polo shirt guy that hurts me. That hurts me.
I'm already rock t-shirt guy, so you can't have that.
I don't need to be rock t-shirt guy.
Taken.
Yeah.
You can't be a sports hat guy.
No.
That's Geo.
Got it.
You can't be.
I want to be like a mix of Joe and me.
You can't be Indian medicine woman. Joe's already got that.
I want to be somewhere between Joe and Carmen.
Yeah, but Joe's
Okay.
look is like still homeless, but somebody dropped off a garbage bag full of new clothes, and he's kind of like on
Right.
the
That
uptick.
doesn't
I like
make
that,
sense.
but I like that, Joe.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
where your fashion
Homeless
icon
chic.
comes in.
Right.
Homeless chic.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
like
take that.
you'll take those hand-me-downs and turn them into something like no one would wear two wool hats at the same time. You can pull that off.
Right.
Yeah. See,
So you want to be homeless chic / cheap gym outfits.
something like that.
Yeah.
I don't
Comfort,
really.
though.
I
Comfort
think,
is primary importance.
I might have to graduate from comfort.
No, never graduate
No.
from comfort.
I mean,
Comfort's where it's at.
I don't know. I mean, during the show is a different story. During the show, I could probably wear whatever I want. I got to be comfortable in here. Well, we got to be comfortable in this environment.
Where are you going where you need to dress up? It's occasionally.
Not need to dress up, but like yesterday, we went to lunch.
Okay.
And while we were eating lunch, I leaned in and I go, I look homeless. And she's like, I know. I told you. I go, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's.
But you also, where'd you go to lunch? Over in Clearwater? Next
Yeah.
to Dunedin?
yeah.
Yeah, but that's beach town, so you're fine.
I
Sleeveless
da-
is fine.
nobody looked at me and said, that guy looks homeless, except my wife.
Right.
But she's the one that makes sweet love to me, so I have to make sure that she is the happiest.
Once you cross a bridge, you can go no sleeves.
That's probably true.
That's a
Once
good
you
rule
go
of
towards
thumb.
the water,
Yeah.
you get within a certain reach of the water. Boy, Elon Musk is really the president, isn't he?
100%.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
he is in every shot that Trump is in.
Yeah.
Every interview that they do, everything, he is in there.
He holds court in the Oval Office every
he
day.
really does. I think this is what Trump wanted in the first presidency, because in the first presidency, they went to one of the guys and they said, I forgot who it was, not Huckabee, but one of those guys, and they said, listen, you take the vice president's job, you really run the company, and I'll just be the face of the unit.
Trump admitted when he won, he was surprised and he didn't know anybody in Washington, so he hired a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now he's got a
Yeah.
smart idiot.
Now he's got Elon Musk running the country.
The Elon Musk stuff seems like a good idea. Like, it seems like a guy who's going in and digging out all the waste and all that stuff. But in the meanwhile, they're cutting down all these programs that are actually helping people too. And I don't know that that's necessarily the right way to do it. I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of this stuff that's above my pay grade, and I don't really understand it. And a lot of times I try to dig into something I don't really understand, and it seems like the more I dig into it, the more I'm like, well, why would they do that? You know?
It seems like the big thing people are upset about is that Elon Musk has a lot of government contracts, and he's not. So it's a conflict of interest because he's not going through his stuff, but he's going through everyone else's stuff.
Yeah.
Because they've got government contracts for all kinds of stuff,
Sure,
Tesla, and
sure.
Starlink, and
Listen, I'm one that's going to tell you, like, I thought it was okay that Biden's son had a job that was paying him $600,000
Right.
a year or what it is. He's a president's son. That's what happens. You get a couple of perks. That's just how it goes. My son's going to get things that your son doesn't get, not you, but you know what I mean? Just saying, because I have connections. That's just how it goes. Especially if you're the president. If you got that high up in the order, you should be able to be like, well, let me at least get my kid a good job. I'm not worried about that. So Elon Musk should be allowed to have a little bit of leeway in what he does. His job right now is to go through the excess spending and find out where we're wasting money. Not necessarily reviewing all these government contracts with vendors and with privatized companies that are, private companies that are. He is going to find the way. I want him to go and find out why it cost $70 million to send to do Sesame Street in Ukraine or whatever that thing was, or
Yeah.
to send condoms to this country, or to do that. That's the stuff that I want them to load out. But it seems like in the process of that, they're stopping a lot of government programs that are actually hurting people. So I don't really understand. I don't understand it all.
But it's also stopping a lot of people's cushy jobs. Their free
Yeah.
rides over, and that's what a lot of people are getting upset about.
Some of them, and those people have the cushy jobs are certainly the ones that are getting called out. But then all of the trickle down underneath, and all the other people, and all the government, mental health programs and those sort of things that come after it. Those are the things that are suffering. It seems to be like we want to help out the we want to beat the deficit, and we want to the country isn't bankrupt and all that. But it seems like what we're doing is punishing the people who have the least amount of money. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I don't fully understand it. Don't jump all over me. I don't think it's a bad thing. I kind of like having a guy who's not a government guy in there poking around a little bit, because he's bringing things up that we're like, well, yeah, why are they doing that?
Two things. One, they were talking about him having clearance and all that stuff, and they're like, I can't believe they're giving this guy clearance for this and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, he makes rockets for NASA. He already has pretty high clearance.
Right.
Like, he is already in there and doing that stuff. And then two, everything I know about government is learned from the West Wing. And I remember watching an episode where one of the people on there was talking to a naval guy and said, it just doesn't even make sense. Why do you spend $50,000 on an ashtray for a submarine and stuff? And he explained it, and he broke the ashtray, and he said, see how it breaks in 4 separate parts, and it's dull and it doesn't shatter? He goes, that's why. He goes, because when you're in a submarine and you're under fire and things are happening, you don't need glass flying through the air, little shards of glass. This breaks into 4 simple pieces. And he goes, now you just made me break a $50,000 ashtray. But, there's things like that you think, oh, why would they spend that much money? You don't think about, oh, that's why.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of that stuff. So good and bad. There are things where you go, yeah, this seems like a pretty good program. But then somebody else is like, no, the only reason they're doing that is so this person can make the money, because
Right,
their
it's a
sister,
cover-up
Yeah, their
for-
sister owns that company that
Right.
does the stuff, and then the kickback and everything else. So who knows?
Oh, it's very frustrating, because I know everybody just wants answers and they want the right thing done, but people are so busy fighting over what the right thing is.
I feel like if it makes Elizabeth Warren mad, it's on the right track.
I don't know. She's the one that's really good with money in the budget. So, I mean, she may actually be somebody that has something to say about it. I don't like her either, but she's definitely good with money and numbers. I don't know. It's so funny that there was a protest yesterday I saw online for on President's Day, people protesting Trump.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't get that. He's already in. He's not. You're not going to get him
That's
out.
always going to happen though. Any president.
I know, but who wastes their time to hold a sign?
Lunatics.
Every time I go to
Yeah.
DC, there's whatever president's
DC is
often.
different.
There's people protesting.
DC is different. You're there. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? We're gonna march on DC and we're gonna show them how we
But
feel.
how many F Biden flags did you see the last 4 years? So
Oh, yeah.
it never stops. it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I guess
Whoever's
so.
in, there's always going to be a group of people that are pissed off and are going to protest that person.
I guess so.
I saw a thing that said, if you're going to protest, stay out of the goddamn street.
Yeah,
don't
that's
go on
the
the
worst.
especially on the highway and stuff. And then it just showed cars not stopping for people. I love it. I love people that think they're going to stop a car by pushing it.
I can't imagine wasting my day.
There's never
protesting
been anything.
Any politician.
There's never been anything.
Nothing
Like, what
is
does it
coming out
do?
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing is coming out of it. Now, it's one thing if there is a scandal locally and you're outside somebody's office showing displeasure.
Maybe, yeah.
You can sway the vote. Like right now, they got the situation between the governor and the mayor in New York, and people will probably want to weigh in on that because they would need to know what the people's opinion is because there's an election coming up. and you
Local
need to
stuff,
know-
okay, but
Local
like
stuff.
you're
Standing out in
the federal government. That's like, what are you doing?
standing out in Brandon with a sign about the president.
Trump
is-
sucks.
What is the end goal?
Yeah,
You're not changing anybody's mind, and even if 10 of you if you change 10 minds, it's not changing who the president is.
maybe they think they'll see the article. I'm like, oh, I think I will change my ways.
Yeah.
I saw there's
Maybe I
12
do
people.
suck.
12 people in Bradenton that were protesting on the corner.
That's so interesting. It's so weird how people just let that stuff get to them.
Dude, some people are just like obsessed with politics.
Oh yeah,
like
just post about it
yeah.
all the time, and
It's-
that's their whole identity.
100%, which
Yeah.
is so bizarre to me. I could never imagine
wild.
being that obsessed with any politician.
Anything, though.
No.
Anything.
Yeah. It's so weird.
I got to tell you, my in-laws were leaving. I got to hold them to that. I got to tell him it's time to go.
if Trump
Wait.
got
Trump
in there,
got in, yeah.
where were they going to go?
Belize.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good vacation spot.
I my mother-in-law did the research, she said, and she found out that it was cheap to live there and that for somebody her age, she can get around down there. And I was like, okay.
I believe I can fly.
I feel like I should give them 2 tickets and be like,
Yeah.
well, hasta la vista.
When you guys going?
Yeah, I like them. I don't want them to leave, but I just think
If
it's
you
so
say
fun.
it, though, you got to have some sort of.
Say it with conviction too, like they were packing.
Yeah.
Yeah, packing. Like I want to be like, well, you guys didn't leave, and he's the president. What's changed? What has changed in your life? She has a bumper sticker on her car. I can't remember what it is.
Oh,
but it's
no.
like, it's weird too because it's not like a Black Lives Matter bumper sticker, but it's worse. It's like something where you're like, how does this affect you? You know, like I don't remember what it is.
I got to be honest with you. Any bumper sticker, I don't put any bumper sticker on my car. I don't care what it. You could. I like ponies. Somebody is going to not like ponies, and they're going to kick your car.
Yeah. Also, do we need to know that you like pony?
No, you don't. But I'm saying like anything. I just don't understand that at all.
Yeah, sports ones are the worst. I had a Yankee bumper sticker when I was a kid in my first car on my car, and I lived in New York. You know, that was a little bit different.
You're safe. You're pretty safe.
Yeah.
But if you're driving around with a Red Sox sticker in Staten Island, that's not going to go very far.
Yeah, you're going to get your back windshield smashed.
Right. Exactly.
Also, I forget who said it. They said if you have a bumper sticker of somebody that was running for president and it's this and this person, president, vice president, and they don't win, you got to take it off.
Yeah.
You got to take it off.
Got to go off.
Yeah.
Well, did you see the woman who got like the Harris tattoo?
Oh.
jeez.
It was like huge on her chest. Again, I don't know if it's real. It could have been painted, but she was like, very short haircut, a little bit bigger, and was like, for all you Trump supporters, I have something for you. And she,
My tattoo.
Guess what? You do have something for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love there was a video of a lady she said she's talking to the camera and she has to post this to let everybody know her interaction. She goes, I went to the liquor store and I was getting champagne and I got like 6 bottles of champagne. And the guy behind the counter said, are you celebrating something? And she goes, I am. I'm celebrating Madam President. And the guy kind of smirked at me. And I said, you don't think she's going to be president? You don't think she's going to win? And that's and then, of course,
So crazy.
doesn't win. And, that guy's the worst. And he's an idiot. This and that. Meanwhile, he was right.
I know. I in my lifetime, I hope to see a woman president. Like I'm not. Who's against that? Like, do you say
a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yeah. I mean, apparently the whole country.
I think you get
that
the
one.
right person in there, and then the people are. I don't think anybody's.
I don't know when the last time the right person was in there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
True.
It's here's your 2 choices, and go ahead and vote. And then we don't actually use that vote. We do our own vote.
Has the right person ever been in there? You know what I mean? Has
Yeah.
anyone ever been in there without an agenda for themselves in place?
I think probably a guy who got a lot of flack while he was president, and then afterwards they said what a saint he was Jimmy Carter.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy Carter was a guy who
Jimmy
seemed like
Carter
he was
was a guy-
trying to do stuff right and trying
He
to be
meant well.
progressive. Yeah,
He
exactly.
meant well. Yeah.
Exactly.
He probably had the best heart of anybody that had been in there.
Right, but then he was stuck with the gas crisis
Right.
and all the different stuff. The Middle East, all is still going on, always going on. All the different things that as president, you don't want to be mired down in. But he seemed like a guy that was there to try and help people and do that stuff. And they realize it now, and they're like, "Oh, look at Jimmy Carter. He's 100 years old and he's still
Yeah.
building houses for
Yeah.
people and stuff." But back then, it was like this idiot and his stupid brother and blah.
Or is Jimmy Carter still building houses because he's like, I'll show them what a nice guy is. They'll like me eventually.
Yeah.
He's 100 and still building houses. I don't know. I know people give me flack about this, but I like Barack Obama. I voted for Barack Obama because I felt like he was the first president in my lifetime who was a normal citizen before he became president.
Barack Obama is a likable guy.
Yes.
Whether he's, out there to help everyone, who knows, because all the stuff that's coming out now, all the rumors and allegations and all the different things of stuff, the gay chef who's dead and the
Yeah, I think a lot of that could be coincidental. A lot of that could also be government involvement. I don't really know what that's all about, but I mean, I just felt like in my lifetime, he was the president who was actually a man first and then became president, not somebody who was just groomed to become president from
Oh,
the
yeah. I
rich
see what you're
family
saying.
and
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff. So I think Barack Obama knew what it was like to be poor at one point and knew what it was like to really buy eggs, the cost of eggs.
And,
If I went and bought eggs tomorrow, Carmen, and they were $22, I'd be like, all right, let's buy eggs. Like, I wouldn't even know how much eggs cost.
Because you're rich.
No, because I
That's
don't shop a lot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really buy the groceries like that.
You know what? I never. Well, not never. I'll stop every once in a while for my wife and get her a coffee on the way home, and I never really know. I'm always telling her to be specific with what she wants.
Sure.
So I ordered a coffee the other day, and I said large cold brew with cream and the cold foam on top, whatever. And the lady goes, "Okay, you want cold foam?" Or she goes, "It's $4.64." Okay. And then she goes, "You said you wanted whipped cream?" And I said, No, with cream.
Right.
There went cream in there. She goes, "Oh, okay, it'll be $6.26." And I go, "Cream's $2? Like
Yeah.
a splash of cream is $2? Like
Yeah,
that
get-
can't be right.
That's why there's so many Starbucks, Calvin.
That's
They're
crazy."
insane. That's why it'll take a normal coffee and I'll be like, I'll take a Trenta cold brew and it'll be $3.83 with heavy cream and it'll go $5.83 and a splash or whatever will be $7. Before you know, you paid $9 for a cup of coffee.
Charging by ice cube, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
do you want 8 ice cubes? Because that's going to be $3. If you want 10, that's going to be $43.
Although I have to tell you, whatever I did, taking those steroids last week when I was sick, the Z pack and whatever I took, it made me nauseous to everything. Everything that I drink is making me nauseous. So after my one coffee in the day, I can't drink another coffee. I tried to go to Starbucks yesterday, 2 sips, and I was like, done. I think I might finally get to that point where I'm off the coffee.
Oh.
I hope they don't
Off
close.
completely?
No,
or just
I'm still
one?
gonna do my one in the morning. I need
Oh,
that.
damn it.
I already. Oh, Gio. I already almost blew through this one already. And we're in the first break.
I can bring you 2.
I mean, I may need a backup.
Double up, yeah.
Look,
Do they have something larger than that or no?
That's a Trenta. That's the biggest one that they have. You used to
Light
order
ice.
extra ice.
Yeah, but
I-
if you do light ice, then there's more coffee.
Right.
I need it to be cold.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I'm very particular.
You got to have extra ice.
You gotta have extra ice.
Your ice here is bad? No good?
I'll get you ice, Mike.
Thank
Don't
you,
worry.
Joe. Sometimes we refill the ice. Sometimes we go back to the well.
I was going to say, go no ice
Oh no,
and then put it over ice.
no. It's
I'm actually just shocked that you finished your coffee because I will say, when on our trip to
Yeah.
New Orleans,
I was sick.
but even on the way there, you went
Yeah.
through like 3 coffees, only took a sip out of each one.
Yeah.
Every time
Yeah.
the ice would be melted, so you're like, "Oh, I need another coffee." And the first one had like 2 sips out of it. I was like,
I
don't-
was sick, so I couldn't get it down fast enough.
Carmen, if aliens ever come and they're, they die because we put coffee
Oh,
on them,
this
you're
guy-
going to
Right.
thank Mike.
this
He's
guy's
safe.
a hero. All right, let's take a break and get this show going this morning. It is a Tuesday morning. Our phone number is here, 800-771-1025. When we come back from break, Carmen's going to tell you what we have to give away. Dominic Ferriello will be here in the 9 o'clock hour to take your legal calls. It's the Mike Calta Show. Sporkle's next on 102.5 The Bone. Now, Carmen, we got things to give away today.
Yes, we do.
What are those things? I will
So-
judge them individually.
Okay, so we have tickets for Lil Wayne.
Crap to me, but I know a lot of people like that.
We have tickets for Leonard Skinnard,
Also crap to me, but I know
John-
people love that.
John Fogerty.
Well, Fogerty I like. Fogerty I like, and I think that's the play at the Strawberry Festival.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Okay. Reggae Rise Up.
Yeah, crap to me, but also has Sting and Shaggy,
Yeah.
Right.
which is pretty awesome. I think people will love that.
Foreigner.
Yes.
I like
yeah.
Foreigner.
Foreigner, great, with 38 special.
Oh,
And Katy Perry.
crap to me,
No.
but people love Katy Perry.
And that's
Interesting.
it.
All right, let's do it right now with a little bit of Sporkle. Here we go.
Come on.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Blew it.
Bring the whole show to a screeching halt.
Listen, I gotta restart that computer.
Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Carmen, what are we playing today?
Today we're gonna be playing Missing Seawords.
Whoa.
Can you-
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow, what's up?
I know you guys know a couple. Can you name the C word that completes these sayings and phrases?
Drew played a good game on his show yesterday. I heard the replay this morning.
What was it?
It was famous presidents. We would have killed it. We
Yeah.
would have killed, yeah, because like people couldn't guess Dave. They had Dave on there.
Like movie presidents?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Movie. Sorry, movie. They played a line from the movie, and you had to tell. West Wing was on there. Deep Impact was on there. So I found it to be very simple to play. But I've never seen Idiocracy, but I knew it was Idiocracy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, Carmen, let's do this. C words.
Yes, missing C words. Your first one, tears.
Crying.
Blank tears. These are
Crocodile.
missing saying phrases. Yes. Geo. Cream of the
Crop.
Mike. Swords with someone.
Cross.
Mike. Clear.
Crystal.
Mike. Cool as a
Cucumber.
Galvin. Killed the cat.
Curiosity.
Mike. It the mustard.
Cut.
Oh.
I mean,
Cuts.
Could I do more?
Cuts. Yes,
Oh.
you could have, but Geo got it. Cuts. It cuts the mustard, is what I needed.
Point Geo.
Point Geo. Up the without a paddle. Pap pap.
Galvin.
Oh, you're so.
By the way, Geo, he's going for 3. Activated.
you that
Right?
that was you on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone good? We got it?
I mean, I wouldn't say good.
Okay.
I mean, judge is the judge.
Look, I'm not fighting him. I'm just
Go
saying.
kiss your boyfriend.
Geo gets the
Oh,
point.
yeah. You're gonna make him up.
All right, your next one. Ball is in your
Court.
Pap pap.
Geo.
Geo gets the point. Potato.
Cool.
Couch.
Now, cool.
Cool
Cool as a
potato.
potato.
Look at that cool potato, man.
Mike gets the point. An arm and a leg.
Cost.
Galvin. That's the way the
Crumbles.
Crumbles.
crumbles. Cookie. Nope, I got.
Oh.
Mike got
Oh,
it.
damn it.
Okay.
Mike gets the point. And Pap Pap, we are halfway there.
Gavin and Geo are both tied with 3 points on the board, and Michael is your leader right now. He's winning with 6.
All right, we're doing missing C words from these phrases.
Gio doesn't seem very confident in that accounting.
Geo, is that right? Is that what you have?
Mine's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
He said it, and Gio looked like he smelled a bad fart.
Happy birthday, Geo.
Whose is wrong?
No,
I
it's
know,
right.
it's fine, yeah.
Good.
Okay. All right, missing C words from these sayings and phrases. Your next one, misery loves
Company.
Mike.
Ooh, Judge.
I heard Galvin.
Oh my God!
Galvin gets the point. Rain or shine.
Come.
Galvin. Shoulder.
Cry.
Blank
Cold,
shoulder.
cold.
Yeah, yes. Galvin. On 9.
Cloud.
Geo. As a whistle.
Cute.
Blank.
Quick. No, the quick is.
Oh, I know.
Blank as a whistle.
I know what it is. I get 2 guesses.
What is it?
It's my
Tell me.
birthday.
Tell me.
No, I can't tell you.
Clean.
Clean. Yes.
A buzzer though.
After.
Yeah, that was after the
Oh,
buzzer.
God, how did the buzzer come so quick?
It was not
Because
quick.
it was like 9 years.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm getting shorted today, man.
No.
No point.
Everyone's against you.
Strike a with someone.
Cord.
Yes, Mike.
Finally.
Have a on one shoulder.
Cry.
Chip.
Chip. Mike.
Have a cry.
In one's armor.
Chink. Kink.
Whoa.
Whoa. Buddy, you can't say that.
Yeah, you say you can't guess twice.
Chink.
You got
was
it
the
right.
first
It's-
one. I got it right.
Canceled.
Chink.
Chink.
Yeah.
Canceled.
Yes.
God, that's canceled.
Point down.
Point Calvin.
What would that sound? No, it was good.
Don't do it.
Count ones before they hatch.
Chickens.
Mike.
Oh, man.
Bite off more than
Chew.
one can. Mike.
Ooh, Judge.
That was Michael.
Oh,
thank
there's the make 'em
God.
up.
Make 'em up.
Yep.
At the bit.
Chopping.
We'll give it to you. Chomp. At the bit.
Well, who are you giving it?
Okay.
Pap Pap. I'm asking Pap Pap.
He has no idea.
I have no idea. Too close to call.
Too close to call.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
not.
I mean,
No point.
Can Gio pick? Who would you pick?
I thought I heard Mike.
It's,
But I'm not the judge.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
is that how we do this?
No.
I was just curious to see how many times Joe is going to screw me today.
Yeah, I don't.
It's 4, Joe. 3 make 'em ups and a.
I don't feel like it was even close. It was Mike.
He's got too many hats on. He can't hear.
Definitively Mike.
and Pap,
Oh boy.
we're on the last 3.
Gio is on the board with a measly 4 points. Happy birthday. Galvin has 7, and Michael is winning right now. He has 10.
Oh.
All right. Last 3 missing C words from these sayings and phrases. Nothing is but death and taxes.
Guarantee nothing is good.
Nothing is blank but death and taxes.
Consistent? Damn it.
Considered?
I don't know.
Nothing is certain
Certain.
but death and taxes. Let the out of the bag.
Pat.
Yes, Gio.
Thank you.
And your last one. Before the storm.
Calm.
Mike.
Oh well.
Your final score, Gio with 5 points on the board, Galvin with
believes you.
7,
Yeah. Way wrong.
and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 11.
Come on.
I believe that's 3 in a row.
You believe correctly.
Well, thank you very much. First, let me get a winner on the phone lines.
All right.
So you can think of a rule.
Oh, I got a rule. Good morning, hello.
Hello.
How you doing, sir?
Good. Yourself?
Very loud in your car. What do you do? What are you doing today?
I'm heading to work right now.
What do you do for a living?
I work for the largest power company in Florida.
The largest power company.
Yes.
See if you could send some extra power to Joe's way. Fire him up a little bit.
He-
I'm going to put you on hold.
I'll do that.
Carmen will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with a prize, sir, okay?
Thank you, sir.
That guy wants Katy Perry tickets. I feel it. I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah,
it in my
sure.
bones.
Or Lil
Um,
Wayne.
What's that?
Or
Little
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne,
Yeah. I would like you to congratulate me on my stellar victory in the voice of a cartoon dog.
A cartoon dog?
Yeah.
Oh, Mike, you did good today.
That was
Right?
That was great.
That was
Okay.
fantastic. That was really good.
So I do Scooby Doo too? Can
No,
I
you do a
take
different cartoon dog,
What's
or
the-
just make one up.
Me do droopy boo.
Oh, yeah, that's a
no,
good
no,
one.
That's Droopy. He did it.
He's a dog, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Oh man, Mike did a good job today.
Wait, what?
I don't think that's the
was
same as what
that?
Galvin
Droopy dog.
did. That sounds like a. Wasn't great, but I'll take
Well,
it.
I'm not an impressionist.
I know. You're not. You said.
No, I'm not. I try, but I'm not.
Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up with news today, not typical, getting handsy, and book your flight now.
Ooh,
I'm in.
All right.
no.
You wouldn't like me if I'm angry.
Oh, man, you got a whole slew of cartoon
Oh,
dogs.
I can do
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah.
What else? Who else we got? We got Droopy. We got Scooby.
Scrappy.
Scrappy. I think Scrappy's just Scooby
Regular
younger,
boys,
right?
yeah. Cartoon dogs.
Astro.
I don't know whether he
From
said
the
anything.
From the
Jetsons?
Jetsons.
Yeah. Did he say anything?
Oh,
No.
of course.
What did he say?
Astro
Raffo.
could. Astro could.
Raffo.
talk.
He said his name. He's Raffo.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you just said asshole.
What?
Yeah. No, it's Astro. Astro.
You're an asshole.
No.
Nailed it.
All right, Galvin has your news. We'll take a quick break and we'll dive right into news next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Dominic Ferriello will join us in the 9 o'clock hour to take your legal calls. He will quite possibly save some of you from going to jail or help you out with your family matters, family court.
He's helping me out with a speeding ticket right now that I don't think I
You should
deserve.
just slow down.
I don't think I deserved it.
Well, you know,
And I told the
you're
officer,
right.
I don't think I deserve that.
Uh-huh. And what did he say? See you in court, sucker.
He said what I was going. I go, well, what was the car in front of me going?
Yeah, I wouldn't even know what to say to a police officer anymore. Like I watch all these videos.
I'm always very respectful, but this one I just said. He said the speed that he said I was going. I said, I don't think so. I said, all right,
Yeah, I don't. I watch all these Long Island auto videos, and I'm prepared to talk to the police. I don't have to tell you anything.
Yeah, right.
I don't have to tell you nothing. I know my rights. Just the minute they come over, I'll be like, yes, sir. Here's my license.
Am I being detained?
Yeah.
Am I being detained of a crime?
Being accused of a crime?
Mike, you're a real bootlicker.
Yeah. I would start licking the boots.
What's your name and badge number?
Yeah.
I don't want to know that
Kick
either.
rocks. You're dismissed.
I feel like it's easier. If you're not trying to get content for a YouTube channel, it's easier to just give them your driver's license and insurance.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, here you go, officer.
I
deal
saw
with
a clip the other
consequences.
day. It was a Ring doorbell at an apartment complex, and they come up, they knock, and you just hear a girl go, "Yeah," and it's two police officers standing out there, and they go, "What are the police, wherever they were from? We're here. We had a call about a disturbance. There was yelling and stuff." She goes, "Yeah," and he goes, "Is everything okay?" She goes, "Yeah, everything's fine. Tell my neighbors maybe I should call the police on them whenever they're getting out." And he goes, "All right, we're out of here."
No.
And they just took off.
They don't have to check to make sure that the chick is not.
I mean, he
okay.
said, "Is everything okay?" She said, "Yeah."
I watch these attorneys online. They're brothers from California, and they do something similar to what Dom does, where they give out legal advice. And it seems to me though that they're dealing with like high-end criminals. Because their thing is mostly on search warrants. They're like, what do we tell you? If they show up with a search warrant, make them show it to you through the glass, read it through the glass, and don't open the door and let it. Oh my God, they got a search warrant. You got to let them in. But no, this guy says the minute you open the door to get the search warrant, they come right in. They see whatever they want, take whatever they want.
So when Medicine Man, they showed up with the court order, he said, "I wiped my ass with your court order."
He did say those words.
Threw it on the ground.
Yeah.
Threw it on the ground at the police.
Yeah.
That worked out well for Medicine Man.
Well, I mean, they got all the junk out of his yard, and he didn't have to pay anything.
yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? So kind of worked out in his favor.
They did steal his ladder, though.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure he's got new ladders by now.
How long did it take for him to get all that junk back in his yard?
Oh, he's probably halfway done. Yeah.
And his neighbors were like, "Thank God."
Yep.
Right.
They'd been calling for years probably. They're like, "Yeah, this guy's just stockpiling junk in his yard, in the front yard, and the side of the house and everything. We're trying to have a normal neighborhood, and this guy's got all this junk."
The best part about that, he's like, "Oh, yeah, they're just here working on the sewers."
Yeah. We were like, hey, it's about to go down. He goes, no, I don't think so. Yeah.
He'd get busted so fast if they were doing a sting on him or if they had a stakeout or something.
There's
We
like-
had, thanks to our listeners, we had pictures from the street. We had aerial shots. We
Yeah.
had everything. We had drone flyover shots. It was fantastic.
There's like 10 trucks, excavators, bulldozer.
Yeah, they were
everything.
getting ready. They were taking everything from that house.
I wiped
Speaking
my
of-
ass.
Speaking of drones, did you see? I guess it was the Jordan the Jumpman 40th anniversary, maybe something, maybe longer. I don't know, whatever. But they did a 1,200 drones, and it did a big Air Jordan
really?
shoe.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Those drone shows are amazing. I'll take a drone show over fireworks any
Yes.
day.
Yeah.
Same.
Right?
Yeah. The one that they did, like the first place I saw one, and I'm pretty sure they were like the first to do it, was at Disney Springs.
Yeah.
Because they were testing it before they put it in the park.
Yeah.
And they did it over the water, and they have music playing. It was fantastic. Way better than fireworks.
I have not seen the Universal one, but John Senning talks about that one like it's amazing. But I'm going this weekend to one of them. I'm not sure yet, Disney or Universal, but I will compare. I will compare drone shows.
So yeah, it was 40 years of greatness, and it had the Air Jordan shoe, and then it had the Jumpman, the logo and stuff.
That's
and
pretty awesome.
Yeah, it looked really cool.
I wonder how big those drones are.
I don't know how you do that. I don't know how people.
You just program it.
Yeah. No. I know you just program it, and you also just make an iPhone. Like I don't know.
But
Right.
here's the thing.
Right.
I bet you. So I have a drone. I bet you if I had 10 drones, I could upload a picture of the shoe. It'll take the drawing. It'll measure it out and then go up there and do it. Like eventually, it'll be that easy.
Yeah. No, I get that. Like you can do that.
Right.
Like I can send an email. I have no idea.
Well, what's happening?
Yeah, what's going on? Like
I'm still surprised when I turn the TV on. There's pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get you.
Like whenever they do even the fireworks thing, I'll never forget. Never forget whenever what's his name? The country singer Clint. No, not Clint.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. There you go. did a big show like in Central Park or something, and they had fireworks, and one of the fireworks went up and made a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah.
You layer it. You layer it. You
Pretty
layer it.
impressive.
You put the brim in first.
Oh yeah.
Then you put the top
You
on.
got it.
And then you put 10 gallons
Uh-huh.
of fireworks in there.
I tried to explain to my kids not too long ago that I didn't have Wi-Fi when I was growing
Oh
up.
my God.
Oh.
And it blew their mind. They couldn't believe that you had to actually plug a cord in to get internet.
Me and I didn't have a pot to piss in, but we had Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and you didn't have like the phone. It was like, oh yeah, you couldn't use the phone when you had the internet on. They didn't understand that either.
What I'll never forget is when my mother used to get mad at me because my girlfriend, I lived in Newport Richie and she went to USF, and it would charge me to call her, and I had to wait till free long distance till
Yeah.
after
Nights and
long
weekends.
distance to Tampa
Yeah.
from Newport Richie. Now I'm calling around the country on my phone for free.
Or you get yourself a nice calling card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1010
Yeah, 220.
220.
Whenever my parents first got a computer, they had to get online, and to get online, it was a number that was like a county over. and
Yeah,
they would get
yeah,
charged.
yeah. Oh yeah.
They had to pay a certain amount, and it was like crazy.
Yeah, these kids don't know the struggle. I mean, I would walk in the house because we didn't just always leave our computers on either. Like, remember back in the day, you would
Oh,
shut
yeah.
your computer down.
Sure, yeah.
So I would turn the computer on, go walk the dogs, go get a drink. And by the
Yeah.
time I came back, it was like maybe it was done loading up.
I feel like people my age are the last generation that didn't have. They remember not having cell phones and not having internet.
My kids, though, this is how I know my kids are stupid. They should both be geniuses. Like Joey, I know he would tell me he would do his homework with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
So, but here's my thing: if you're gonna do it to get a 4.0. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like if you're gonna do it the whole thing, and let me know. Be like, listen, I cheated my way through high school, but I have a perfect 4.0 average. I'll be like, okay, I'm good with that.
Now apparently they have software that can recognize
ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah,
They're not using that in Steinbrenner.
Oh well, my daughter said that there's kids getting busted like every day.
really?
But also,
the teachers run it through a program and
Right.
it recognizes it.
Not even running through a program. You have this essay that you did that's perfect and stuff, and then I ask you a follow-up question,
Yeah.
and you go,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: if you lay low, and you're just one of those kids who always turns his homework in and always lets ChatGPT to write his papers, they're never gonna say anything.
Yeah.
They're just gonna expect you to be a smart kid.
If
But
you
look-
had ChatGPT do it and then you wrote it in your own words, like I'm never using that big of a word, so then I look up
Right.
that
But
word and I
ChatGPT will make it. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
tell
yeah,
it
I guess
write
it
it like a
learns, yeah.
14-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
There's something now though that can recognize it right away.
Yeah, because everything is done on the computer, like all your papers you have to submit online and
Yeah.
it will run it through that program. In college, it would let me run my paper through the program and it would let me know because I'd have a certain percentage. It had to be, only 20%.
Yeah.
Quotes or you know what I mean? Like you had to get it under 1% before I was even allowed to turn it in.
Right.
In my day, Carmen, back in my day, when I went to St. Leo and I was a teak, we'd be able to go to the other guys in our fraternity and they would give us their old papers.
Yeah.
And then we had to rewrite their papers just in our words. But I mean, let's be honest, you rewrote the first couple of lines and you just copied it word for word.
Mhm.
But
After that.
we still had to copy a whole 5-page paper. I mean, that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I never did that. Like my brothers, I easily could have used my brother's stuff if they would have
Yes.
saved their stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, the guys in the fraternity were like, here's a professor you take for this class. I'll never forget. They were like, this is Dr. Erpenbeck. He doesn't care if you ever come to class as long as you show up to take the test. So that's all I did was show up on the test days.
Yeah.
I didn't care at all. Never said a word to me. Just gave me the test, passed the class, walked out of there. And then they're like, I can't remember, Dr. Edmonds, I think, where all his examples, he was an English teacher, and all his examples of run-on sentences and things like that were about how to get high. With if you want to get high and you don't have a bong, sometimes you can cut a hole in a can, or if you're really desperate, you can put a hole in an apple. This is all in the syllabus. This is like all things that he would teach you. Just because you're in college now, that was
Right.
that was what he was telling you. Is like this is how college works.
The
You're
other
not in high
guy that
school.
didn't care whether you came to class, he was probably like, I'm fed up with it. I'm not, if
I'm getting paid to be here.
Yeah.
And I don't care about your future.
I'm not following up on you. You already
Yes.
paid to be here. I'm getting paid. Like if there's somebody that's a standout and they want to learn, all right, take a little interest in them. But everybody else, you're on your own.
Yeah. It was very easy. And I'll never forget being so happy that my high school was college preparatory because for some reason I got into a senior math class in my freshman year based on a placement test. And then when I went in there, they were doing the P's and if P then Q, and everybody was like, "What?" And I went, "We did this in my sophomore year of high school. I know how to do all this stuff." I never felt so smart in math in my life. Yeah. And how'd that work out for me? 0.9 GPT. There you go.
Can I tell you though, for adults, what ChatGPT is good for?
Yes.
Since we don't gotta write papers and stuff.
Since we don't gotta.
Since we don't gotta, exactly. Listen, ChatGPT, baby. Planning trips, planning your vacation.
Oh,
Yeah.
You could literally put in a destination or tell it like what kind of vacation you're trying to go on. It planned my whole spring break for Chad and I. Yeah.
Really?
100%. It even told me where to look. It said, this is your destination, but you should stay in this town because Airbnbs are significantly cheaper. Here are the areas that you can go to and stuff like that. Literally, the whole entire thing was
Does
planned.
it say anything about banging on top of a press box by
Yeah.
a football
It
field?
did not. Well, that's not part of our spring break.
okay.
So, but yeah, I just said, we want to take a road trip and take our dogs and do stuff in nature. And it gave me 5 different locations. It said, do any of these look good? I said, yes. I like this location. It said, would you like me to help you plan the trip?
Wow.
I said, yes. And then it gave me a whole run of everything to do.
I might be able to get rid of my wife.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Can I tell you how little I know about this? How do you get ChatGPT?
Just download
It's an app.
Or there's a website too.
Yeah.
You just download it.
And there's a dozen different versions. Twitter has it, Meta has it, Instagram has it. It's all
I thought Instagram only did pictures.
no.
No,
yeah,
it does everything. It will find you recipes. It'll give you a plan on how to post to make yourself go viral on Instagram.
Twitter's got a free one.
Hello, Bailey. How are you?
I thought you were switching to Frank.
I didn't do that yet. Bailey, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. How can I help?
Can you plan a vacation for me?
Sure, I'd love to help. Do you have a destination or type of vacation in mind?
I mean, that's just amazing.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
I'd like to go visit the Ukraine.
That sounds like an interesting trip. What kind of experiences are you looking for there?
I'd like to be right in the heart of the war.
That's a dangerous situation and not advisable. Maybe we could consider a safer travel destination.
I'm a pretty tough guy. I'd like to go there and flex my muscle and maybe do some good for the area.
Your concern is commendable, but it's important to consider personal safety.
All right.
Have you thought about supporting from a distance or exploring humanitarian aid options?
All right. I'll hit you up after the show. I'll call you later.
All right, take care.
Bye. I mean, that's a friend.
Mike, I've seen the video of you falling down on your back porch. You should not go
should
and
not
try
go.
and fight in Ukraine.
Do you currently own those flip-flops that you wore that day? I did something yesterday that would have really sucked that there was no camera around.
Oh, yeah?
I was coming out of the condo. I have to walk up like 5 steps to get up. And I took like a jump onto the first step and I teetered.
Oh.
I teetered and I went, if I fall, no one will be around to laugh at it. So I grabbed on really quick. Yeah, I held on
That's
to
what
it. Well, I have to tell you, if there was a camera behind me and it was videoing the whole thing, it would have been worth trying to see if I can get my balance. It was on the I was on the first stair. It would have been. I barely fell.
Okay.
But I finally just grabbed it. I thought, I'm not a toy. I'm not here for your amusement.
No.
I could sit there and talk to that thing all day.
Well,
Yeah, and you could change the voices. I'll get Frankie. I'll dial Frankie.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to check in with Galvin. He has today's news.
And now, news with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show.
No offense to you, Galvin, because I feel like you do a fantastic job. But I wonder if you're not here one day, if I could say, Bailey, will you do news? Present me with 10 news stories today that are the top news stories, and do it that way.
Yeah.
I mean, she won't be much for conversation, I don't think, but it'd be
I'd
very
say give me a
interesting.
funny one. Give me something that has a list on it.
Yeah.
What's going on in, sports and entertainment.
Let's talk about planes flipping over.
Yeah.
All right, what do we have in news today, Galvin?
Well, you want to go to Ukraine? Now's the time. U.S. and Russian officials are meeting in Saudi Arabia right now for initial talks to end the war in Ukraine as President Donald Trump pushes for a deal. Ukraine's President Zelensky said his government, quote, knew nothing about the talks and would not participate.
Oh,
I think that guy, the more, I don't know.
Zelensky?
Yeah.
Well, I think the problem is that Zelensky, everybody liked him because he was fighting the bully, and he was not losing as quick as they thought that they would, and then everybody likes to rally behind an underdog, and then all of a sudden, because of the election, it became, you know how much money we're giving this guy, and everybody's like, wait a second, no wonder why he's doing so good. We're paying for it, and half of us didn't even know where Ukraine was on the map 3 weeks ago,
Right?
And then we started getting bitter because that's how we do it. We
And
turn. We
then you're
constantly
like,
turn.
this guy's president? Wasn't he like a comedian for a while?
Yeah, that's the other thing. We don't respect him as a leader.
Yeah.
And then my question is, if your country's at war, which I guess it's a lot easier to do than expected, but if your country's at war, and then this guy was like leaving to come and do Jimmy Kimmel, you know what I mean? Like, like he would show up on television here,
And all he's wearing is brown sweatshirt.
right? But I feel like if your country's at war, you should not be leaving to come to America to do TV shows.
You would think.
But I guess that's how they lined it up to get all the money. And then now Donald Trump went in there and he was like, all right, I'm going to end this war. I'm going to get with Putin and I'm going to get with Zelensky and we're going to talk this out. And we're going to figure it out. But Zelensky's not like, but I liked when all that money was coming in and that was pretty cool for us.
And I don't know how much he's on the front line, doing Kimmel and stuff. I'll tell you who's on the front line: Klitschko brothers. The Klitschko brothers
they were ready to go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they were in there doing all that stuff. Yeah, that's wild. 2 heavyweight champions of the world, and they're like, yeah, we'll fight.
We'll fight. That was our talent. That's what we were given, the tools to fight.
Mexico said Monday it's awaiting a new response from Google to its request that the tech company fully restore the name Gulf of Mexico to its Google Maps services.
Who said this?
Mexico, before filing a lawsuit. President Claudia Sheinbaum, I still blows me away that Claudia Sheinbaum is the president of Mexico.
Yeah. The last Mexican president was Vicente Fox.
Yeah.
That's the president of Mexico.
Shared a letter addressed to her government from Google's vice president of government affairs and public policy. It says that Google will not change the policy it outlined after U.S. President Donald Trump declared the body of water the Gulf of America, saying, quote, "We will wait for Google's response, and if not, we will proceed to court," Sheinbaum said Monday during a press briefing.
What obligation does Google have through the court system to call it the Gulf of Mexico?
What obligation does it have to call it Gulf of America?
Doesn't.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what.
It's an American company.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how the court system is going to change that. Unless there's some ownership papers that I'm unaware of.
Well, I know it only shows Gulf of America on the American version of Google Maps.
Right.
The rest
like
of the
if you're
world's
checking from somewhere else.
Yeah, it still says Gulf of Mexico.
That's a good compromise.
But I wonder if it's rest of the world or certain, who we're allies with or whatever. Like, I wonder how that works.
I think
breaks
it's
down.
just in the United States.
Oh, just the United States? Yeah.
Because like the part of the reason AP got banned because they won't do it, but they're a world outlet. So they're like, everyone else calls it Gulf of Mexico. We're not changing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to know what the maybe Dom can answer that question, but I'd like to know how the justice system weighs in here.
Yeah.
And how the courts are going to make the decision.
How about this? We talked about President's Day, also George Washington's birthday, and how did that come about? And then we were doing all the different stuff. Well, now Congresswoman Claudia Tenney out of New York has proposed a new bill which would make President Trump's birthday a federal holiday.
Ridiculous.
Trump was born on June 14th. This year he'll be 79 years old. There's one problem though. June 14th. Anyone know?
Juneteenth?
Flag Day.
Oh.
June 14th is already Flag Day, which isn't an official federal holiday, just an observance. Tenney says the holiday could be renamed Trump's birthday and Flag Day. Probably tighten that up a little bit to recognize Trump as the founder of America's golden age.
Listen to me. These ass kissers now who are trying to get in, and that's if you were an ass kisser from day one, that's fine. You were on the train, you were on the program, you knew what you were doing. But if you're trying to get in now with the Mount Rushmores and the holidays, that's just you're just looking like a fool.
Well,
this point.
They all turned on him after January 6th. They all turned on him.
Yeah, turn away from him.
Yeah, now they got to make it up. Now they got to make amends.
Right, but I mean, come on. Even he's got to be like, my birthday. Is
oh
not gonna be a
no way!
I mean,
he's like, absolutely.
I'm sure he loves it. I'm sure he does.
He probably thinks, of course. Why? Yeah. It's absurd to think there wouldn't be a national Trump Day.
Surprised they're not already celebrating.
Yeah. It's interesting to see like people that like him that aren't crazy, like my brother. My brother loves them, but my brother's not putting any banners up or anything like that, and he's not protesting or yelling at anybody online about it. He just loves them. The other day, I said to him, he told me something that he did. And I go, oh, that's actually pretty cool. He goes, I love this guy. I wish he was king.
I wish he was king.
I wish he was
It was
king.
the plastic straws.
That's probably what it was. Yeah. I wish he was king.
A Delta flight from Minnesota flipped over on the runway after landing in Toronto yesterday. 18 people were injured, but everyone survived. The authorities are investigating what happened. You can actually see video of the people getting out of the plane upside down, and you can hear a flight attendant saying, "Put that camera down."
Yeah. Oh,
Screw you. I'm getting out of the roof of the plane.
You're right.
I'm doing what I want.
But also, in that moment, is your first instinct to pull out your phone and
I gotta be
video
honest,
it?
I got to be honest with you, Carmen. I thought about that as well. And, for legal reasons, that's probably a great idea.
Yeah, for legal reasons, 100%. I'm just saying, in the heist of everything. and
Right.
you're
Everything
just-
going on. I don't know whether I would have thought of that.
Right.
Maybe once I got out, I would have taken a picture or video once we're out of it and stuff. Yeah. But getting out of it, I don't know whether I would have, but probably good idea.
Right. I feel like that happens to me, and I'm just thanking God that I'm still alive.
Right.
And I'm like crawling through this
Also,
airplane that's on fire.
It wasn't on
And
fire. It was upside down.
Right.
And the idea that
It was on fire.
It was on fire?
Yeah,
it was-
the belly of it was on fire.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
So you're honestly, you're getting a plane crash, it flips over, and you're alive. It's probably the greatest feeling in the world. You're
Right.
like, let's get out of here. I'm so excited,
But the last thing you're thinking is, let's video this. You're probably thinking, did we just get in a plane crash?
Yeah.
Are we
Right.
still alive?
Yeah.
Is this heaven? What's going on?
It's kind of cool to be able to say you were in a plane crash.
Oh yeah,
I walked away
survived
from
a plane crash.
And then the chances of you being in another plane crash are so slim now.
Right.
I like that. My wife is petrified to fly because of all these planes that are going down.
I'm with her.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It doesn't even faze me. Like, I just feel like, what are the chances? You know what I mean? Like, I'm
pretty
not,
good right now.
yeah,
They're
I
pretty
know.
high.
Seems like the chances are going up.
Yeah.
You talked to any ice skaters lately?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, no.
I blame
I brought it down.
Right.
I brought
Oh,
it down.
that's right. Oh, no.
Yeah, all those kids and
Terrible.
JD Power, by the way, JD Power, not JD Powers. A lot of people say JD Powers.
Yeah.
That's Kenny Powers.
Right.
JD
Wait.
Power
Similar.
has released its 2025 U.S. vehicle dependability study, which analyzed the durability of 3-year-old cars, so models from the year 2022.
Okay.
What do you think the most dependable brand out there? as
Man, I
far as
recommend
cars?
the Chevy Tahoe. It's
The
been
Chevy
fantastic.
Tahoe.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Not Chevy
Toyota.
Tahoe.
Oh.
It's just the brand, not even necessarily the model.
Kia.
You say Toyota,
Yeah.
Toyota, Kia,
Ford.
Ford. Carmen, any guesses?
I think Toyota.
Number 1 top ranking brand for the 3rd consecutive year, Lexus.
Oh.
Yeah. It was followed by Buick.
Oh.
There's a shocker. Do you know anyone that owns a Buick?
Tiger Woods.
My grandparents.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds right.
Yep.
Mazda, Toyota, Joe, you said Toyota, and then Cadillac. Of all 30 brands, which one came in last? Which was the worst for dependability?
Ford.
Ford, no.
Nissan.
No. Do they still make Nissan?
I think so.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Isuzu.
No.
Suzu.
Remember the Isuzu guy?
Joe Isuzu.
Yeah. Joe, what do you think?
Subaru.
Subaru? No. Lesbians love them. Carmen?
Oh, I'm gonna go Honda.
This one surprised me because I thought this would be a lot better, but this is the worst. None of you got it right. Volkswagen.
Really?
Volkswagen ranked
German
last.
engineering.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
How you like
But think
that?
about the bug. Like that
That
is
was dependable because it was simple.
it was dependable, but if you get in an accident, like I'm pretty sure the design of the car, like the front of it, because it's like rounded, like it's not saving you.
The front of it was empty.
Yeah, the front of it was
Yeah.
the trunk.
Right, but that's again, so it's empty. So what's stopping it from crushing you if you
but
get hit head on?
It still has the frame.
And this is talking about dependability after 3 years, not holding up in an
accident.
accident.
Okay.
Yeah. But why? My question is, why lesbians and the Subaru? Where did that come from? All of a
I
sudden?
don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's an outdoorsy thing, and a lot of like kind of butch lesbian or outdoorsy, I
Are
guess.
they?
Maybe.
I need some butch lesbian friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
I like that. I'm trying to move into the outdoorsy life. You know me.
Why?
You could be mistaken as a lesbian, maybe.
I feel like those are my people.
Yeah.
We dress similar.
You start wearing flannel.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah.
Do you remember this? Nearly 12 years ago, former Miami Dolphins offensive lineman Jonathan Martin and Richie Incognito.
Oh, they got in a bullying fight.
Yeah, the bullying thing. Remember that?
Racism, all kinds of stuff.
All that stuff that was going on. It dominated the NFL headlines.
It wasn't even racist. I think it was just bullying. I think you might have called him a.
No, they were saying he was saying racist things.
Yeah, he was saying the N-word
yeah,
and all
oh,
kind of
is he?
stuff. There was a bunch of stuff. The bullying scandal, all that stuff. Well, the story has resurfaced and reopened some old wounds. Martin, who is now 35 years old, isn't that funny? 12 years ago he's playing, now he's only 35. Returned to the headlines with an ESPN.com profile that caught up with him 10 years after he retired from the NFL. In the ESPN story, he said, quote, "I never believed for a second I was being bullied," adding that he had been trying to fix the story for 10 years.
Yeah, because it wasn't him.
It was his mom.
Oh, okay.
Incognito took to social media and said he couldn't cut it in the NFL, so he quit, and his mom blamed me. Legacy media pushed that narrative long and far. Too bad it was all a lie. They lied to protect his money. He quit. The team have every right to claw back that money. His mom started the bullying narrative with ESPN.
Yeah. I
'Cause I
knew it was
remember-
somebody else. that
But I
said it.
also remember them saying, this Incognito dude's crazy. He's
Yeah.
out of his mind. He's
But they also
bullying
said,
people."
even Gruden said, they were like, him and Incognito were like friends, and that Cognito was kind of looking out for him.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was like conflicting stories where coaches were like, yeah, I mean, we get it, but they were like buddies.
The league suspended him for multiple games.
Yeah, it was
For
a-
the
it was-
Well,
bullying.
they had the text. They had the text of it.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
read it out of context, you don't know. Next thing you know, you got a naked picture
But
of Justin
I
Silver.
remember there was a full investigation in the league, and that ruined that guy's career.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that really kind of kicked off the whole anti-bullying
Yep,
thing.
yep.
Like they were like, if the NFL can do it, blah, 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 it's
You
happened.
got to think there's going to be massive lawsuit because he lost wages.
You
but
would
it's still,
think.
but he still said it. He still did it, and he still said it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
he still sent the text. Now whether it is, he still broke rules, even though it wasn't the bullying scenario that they thought it was.
But when they investigated, he had to have gone along with it and said, "Yeah, that's what happened."
No, I mean I remember there.
if they-
I remember even Martin was trying to say he was trying to say that it wasn't as bad as it seemed. I kind of remember this stuff.
I just remember he got suspended for multiple games.
Yeah.
and pretty much got kicked out of the league after that.
Yeah, but he also had a reputation for being a psychopath, and he had beaten somebody else
Beaten
up.
Because
somebody.
he was on the Dolphins and then he went to the Raiders,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he beat somebody up, another player up, or something.
I don't know. I
Maybe.
think a lot of stuff came out after that. They all piled on.
Yeah. But I mean, also, if you got it in your history, you may not be the animal that they say you are, but you got enough there for them to say, all
But
right.
the main guy saying, "I made it up," and I've
Right.
been lying for 12 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not good.
It's
The
hard
other
to
thing,
it's hard to be like, I quit the
Yeah.
NFL because I was sad that my mommy made up a story.
the other thing is, who is Justin Silva?
Oh, he's a comedian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You kept on saying it. I'm like, should I know who this person is?
Oh, yeah, he's a comedian. He's been on the show before, but the thing is that he's the whole idea is that he was a naked man. It doesn't really matter who he was.
This, speaking of pictures, having a naked man on your phone, I know you're not going to be the typical one here. The typical person has how many photos on their phone on the camera roll? The typical person.
Oh,
If you want to take a look at yours and think if yours is high or low.
I'm so far high that I don't even know what a normal person has.
Yeah.
I'm probably low because I got the phone with the least amount of storage because I was trying to save money and I thought I had a back workaround on that.
Uh-huh.
It did not work.
The typical person has 1,598 photos on their phone camera roll. Millennials have the most on average, obviously, because a lot more with the phone. Just over 2,500. Would anybody like to say how many they have?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
Mine.
You want to guess?
I can tell you mine. Mine is higher than that, and I'm sure it's probably not as high as yours. I have just shy of 6,000. I have 5,948.
Pictures?
Yeah.
I laugh at you.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I have 8,114.
Good Lord. I try and delete stuff, though.
Me too.
I try and delete.
Me too.
So on my phone,
Yeah.
I have 282 pictures and videos.
Okay.
because I store it on something else.
On the cloud or on some other thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready.
Gio, what you got?
I have, see, it breaks it down, videos and live photos. Photos, I have 32,804.
Oh,
Why?
my God.
Videos, I have 14,295. And then it says selfies, 3,561.
Oh, this
How
guy
many
loves
selfies?
himself.
I want to see your selfies.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there.
Show it off, Gio.
Yeah.
All right, Mike.
Combined items, photos, and videos in my phone. 41,468.
Yeah.
40,000 are Carmen's BH.
Wait.
That's about where I'm at.
Number one picture of, I think. Carmen eating a sandwich.
Chomp.
Chomping a sandwich.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It does say I have 1,346 duplicates.
Oh, well, clean it out.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll look at, I'll hit my phone, and there'll be a picture, and there'll be a smoking hot girl, and I'll have no idea where it came from.
The majority of stuff on my phone, I can tell you right now, is two things. You want to guess?
Dogs.
Yep,
Dogs.
that's one.
And Jenny's BH.
No.
Dogs and things you see on the trail.
No. Dogs, definitely.
Wiener pictures.
Winning bet slips.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the two big things.
My photo album goes back to 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's a lot of stuff. You got to clean it out. All those duplicates, too. And too many selfies.
That stuff's all.
Yeah, but can I tell you something? I mean, I don't want to. I have a very hard time erasing a picture of my child, even if I know I have a duplicate of it.
Same.
You're
That's-
mental.
I know that. Like, I know that that's ridiculous.
But I don't even know why you just hit clean it up and it'll clean it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you get in some of the settings, it will literally take you to the duplicates,
Yeah.
and it'll say erase the duplicates, and it will leave you one and erase all the ones that you have.
Maybe you can help me out next time.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll go through your phone.
Carmen,
yeah.
Carmen, I
Yes.
think you're going to enjoy today. You have anything planned today or no after the show?
Today I do.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should probably cancel it.
Okay.
Today is National Drink Wine Day.
Yeah.
Get it. Get a big old box of wine.
Yeah. Listen,
Hook it up in front of your walking pad like you're a gerbil.
I love it.
Yeah.
You have a great idea, Calvin.
Yum, 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 yum. Get it.
I'm going through my phone.
Well, stop going through your
All
phone.
right.
Come on.
I mean, it's kind of your fault, Calvin.
We got a show going on. Do it after the show. Carmen can show you how. How about this? Has everybody worked in the service industry?
Like I worked as a busboy in a
Worked as a
restaurant.
busboy? Yeah.
Yeah.
You worked as a doorman?
I did. Yeah.
I worked as a bartender. Carmen worked as a bartender. Carmen, were you ever a server?
Both. Yeah.
Yeah. Gio, I know you worked at McDonald's, but did you work in a restaurant where you were like serving or a busboy or
I always worked in like the kitchen, and I was a bar back in Tallahassee.
barback?
Yeah.
There you go. Joe.
Bellman, busboy,
Oh.
also worked in bars.
Yeah. You'll never hear a waiter or waitress complain. Well, at least you're not supposed to because they're working for tips and stuff. So they may complain over by the ice machine or something. These sons of bitches sitting at my table. But if you ever worked in a restaurant, you know there's a lot to complain about. Someone asked servers to name the top things they secretly hate. That
Secret
people
things
do.
they hate that people do.
That people do.
I
that they
always
hate.
wonder this. I try to be a great customer when I go to a restaurant.
Same.
Yeah,
Same.
I don't want to create a problem for you. I don't want to have to make you keep running back and forth. I try to be a good customer, so I'm wondering if I'm screwing something up.
Well, here's some of the things I always try. Like if they close at 10 and it's 9:30,
Right.
I'm like, I'm not
Yeah.
going
Not
in.
going.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Whatever.
They want you out.
We were at Anthony's. Cole, we went up to Side Splitters. We were at Anthony's, and there was like no one left in there. We were going to go over to the show, and I go, "What time do you guys close?" And he said 10. He goes, "But it takes like an hour for us to break everything down and stuff."
That's different.
We
yeah.
still wound up leaving. I mean, we'd already ordered, and
Yeah.
paid, and did everything, and we wound up leaving. But I always ask when you walk in, and if you don't have to wait for it to be seated, whatever, and you sit at a table that hasn't been cleared yet,
Oh, come on.
drives them crazy.
Yeah, it drives
Not
me
ready.
crazy. I don't
Not
want to
ready.
sit at a
Yeah.
dirty table.
Yeah, nobody does. Yeah. By the way, can I also point on the other side of this? If you're working in the restaurant, and I wonder if they do this on purpose sometimes, but they'll seat, like I've never sat at a table that hasn't been cleared, but
Right.
sometimes they'll be like, just let us clear this table real quick. And they use the old rag
Oh.
that they've been cleaning all day
Yeah.
with.
Oh,
and
it stinks.
It stinks and they leave it wet and you sit down and you're like, So I'm just supposed to sit at the stinky wet
Yeah,
table
yeah,
now?
gross, gross.
Yeah, that's weird. When people insist on sitting outside, then complain about the temperature or the noise or the bugs that are outside. You want to sit outside?
Yeah.
Never sit outside.
Who wants to sit outside?
Outside.
You want me to
sometimes.
You want me to sweat while I'm eating?
No.
If
No,
I'm
I'm-
out of state, if I'm in a place that has like a outdoor patio in New York or something in the fall, that's a different story.
Yeah. But here it's like,
But even right now is a good time to sit outside
Right.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's kind of cool
There's a-
and it's nice.
There's a lot of great spots on the beach where they have outdoor
Yeah.
patios and stuff.
Yeah, I'm an indoor
drinking,
AC guy.
drinking, and you get some food, okay. But if you're going for a nice plate of spaghetti
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
84 degrees outside,
No.
you know?
Yeah, no.
I don't think so. Grabbing your plate or drink off the tray that they're holding.
Oh, who does that?
Yeah.
Do not
That's how you
touch.
spill
You
stuff.
think that you're helping, yeah, but obviously it throws off the balance, and they're like, "Ugh." Don't do that. Parents who let their kids throw stuff
Oh.
everywhere.
Oh.
If your kids leave a big mess behind, at least match it with a big tip. You know,
Or help clean it up a little bit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Let me ask you this: because there's two types of people. I saw a thing that said there's two types of people, and it showed like a plate of wings with napkins everywhere, and this, and 4 drinks, and da. And then the other person had all their stuff stacked up.
Yeah.
I stack.
yes.
I
Me too.
usually stack too.
I
Always.
usually stack my stuff and kind of put it all to the side, ready to go, so they can come and just grab one thing.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
try to
But-
keep my stuff together too.
But they say at some restaurants, specifically like, the more classy joints, you should not
Yeah,
do
no,
that.
I'm not
Be-
stacking at a
I'm not
classy
stacking.
place.
Yeah, I'm not
Right.
stacking there or doing anything. But just a casual place, whatever, Chili's or something. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Right. Yeah.
I,
Stack it
wa-
up a little
I
bit.
walked out of a Chili's on Sunday
Oh yeah.
Whoa.
because
What?
because the hostess was not being friendly.
Oh.
Yeah, we walked in there and they there's 5 of us, my family, and I've got all teenagers, so we're all adults,
Right.
like
Right.
5 adults. And she tries to sit us in a tiny little booth. Can't fit. Like my son went to the bathroom. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way we're gonna fit in this booth. So okay, well we could put you over at this high top too. I'm like, no, I don't really want to sit at a high top. Can we sit at any of the other 30 empty tables right here?
Right.
And she gave me the section's closed. I'm like, well, there's a table that is literally a foot from the booth you just sat us on. We can't just sit right there.
Right.
No. It's all section closed. I'm like, all right, see you later.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't want to be uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, I get like sections or certain sections are closed in a restaurant, but the one table was literally I could sit in the booth and place my
Yeah,
hand
yeah.
on the table that she refused to sit us at. So I was
Yeah,
like,
okay.
see you later.
I'm amazed at people that do customer service that are like disgruntled or angry because of somebody else, or whatever, and they take it out on you. I've said to people before, did I do something to make you mad?
Yeah.
Like, what? Why am I getting this attitude?
I would say I just don't like your face.
Yeah.
It's Chili's on a Sunday. There's 5 of us, so that tip the hostess just
Right.
sent that money right out the door,
Right.
and the place is dead anyway. So I'm imagine the servers would probably like some people
A
at the
table of 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy. So suck it, Chili's on Collier
Wow.
Parkway,
All right.
Which one? Which one was it?
right by Collier Parkway.
Oh boy.
Yeah, suck it.
When you don't say please or thank you, some people say I'll have this or I want this, and don't say please.
I
or-
always say
I
that.
almost say it too much.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm annoying them.
Same. They fill my water. Thank you.
Yeah.
They give me so
Yep.
thank you. Thank you.
And
Thank you.
also, don't do it just to the waiters, the bus boys, and whoever comes over and does
Yeah.
the water.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
people are working hard too.
Snapping or whistling to get their attention.
no.
Oh
They get
yeah.
a little,
Garçon.
Yeah.
Ugh.
A wave is fine, a little head nod or something, or whenever you get a chance kind of thing. But
Right.
yeah, the snapping and whistling not working. Acting like a regular when you're not a regular. Don't expect special treatment if you come in twice a year, once a week.
Hey, it's
once a
me.
week, you're a regular.
Yeah.
Or once a month, maybe, whatever. But if it's like twice a year and you're like,
Yeah.
yeah give me my usual boost.
Yeah.
I don't know where that is, guy. Complaining about the prices. The servers obviously have zero control, whatever the prices are. It's not like they're doing it. When you come in 15 minutes before they close,
Yeah, that's the
terrible.
worst.
Everyone in the kitchen also hates you. When you eat everything on your plate and then you say, oh, I hated that.
Yeah. Oh.
Then they
You
have
could tell
to,
I didn't like that.
yeah, forced to give you a laugh.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Gio's looking at me like he says that. Oh, no, don't do it.
Well, I have done the how was that? And I'd be like terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if they exactly when they ask you. I'm not like putting it out there.
Right.
That's also terrible.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes it's involuntary. I have children.
How about this? An emotional and reflective Guy Pearce. You know Guy Pearce, the actor?
No.
Time Machine, whatchamacallit, LA Confidential, Australian guy.
I don't know. I know the
Handsome.
name.
Yeah. You'd know him if you saw him.
Yeah.
Got choked up during a new interview while recalling an unpleasant experience working with Kevin Spacey on LA Confidential.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The wake-up call that left him sobbing in London for more than 20 years later when he realized the impact those encounters had on him. He talked about it only briefly when he called Spacey a handsy guy.
Here's what I don't understand.
Why now?
Jason Momoa paws at me. I go, I don't know. This monster just started putting his hands all over me. Kevin Spacey touches me. I smack him right in his little face.
Yeah.
Like, who's getting pushed around by Kevin Spacey?
If you're on the set of LA Confidential and it's your first movie, I don't know whether it's first movie, but you're a young actor or whatever, and Kevin Spacey's Kevin Spacey.
He's the star of this movie.
Yeah. And you push his hand away, and then he goes, "Oh, really? Hey, I don't like this guy. Get him off the movie." He's
I guess. I guess. I just feel like I'd be more of a.
You would think.
I'd smack a guy.
You
away.
would think you would just smack him in the face.
Yeah.
Regardless,
especially
of
if
what
he's like a
happens.
little Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If he's a, I don't know, if he's somebody that I'm intimidated by.
If he's Momoa, you're like,
I'm into
it.
What's up? What's up with those shoulders over there?
I feel like when you're in Hollywood, you're so paranoid about not getting the next job because you did something on that job,
right?
That you're afraid to speak.
But do you feel like you'd sell yourself out sexually to a dude?
I mean,
I wouldn't.
I don't think that I would, but I don't know. I could tell you right now, there's no way. Do I let a guy grab my butt a couple of times because it makes him happy and it doesn't bother me? Maybe.
But as an actor, you have to be willing to play a gay
if
role.
It's a role.
Or,
It's a role. But,
Right.
if in between scenes, Kevin Spacey's getting, quote, handsy with me to enough to where I'm crying at home at night, there's no way it's getting to that.
But again, if you're willing to do it for a role, then in off air or off scene or whatever, you're like,
there is
well,
huge difference.
I know there's a huge difference, but what I'm saying, if it's going to help your career, further your career, and you're already willing to do it on camera, there's a piece of you that are like, okay, just go with it, and then before you know it, you're
at the end of the day, I'm getting paid to act gay.
Every second of this,
Are you acting?
That's the thing. Every second of me acting is taking everything I have to be an actor.
I think what I would do is just go full force at Kevin Spacey. Like if he gets a little handsy with me, I just grab him and go, "Yeah, get it, dude." And then he's like, "Oh, he's too aggressive."
You scared Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way, certainly as an adult, that I'm going home and spending nights crying and reflecting and getting choked up over
and
it.
thinking about it for 20 years.
And it being Kevin Spacey. I'd have smacked his little face the first time he I would have been like, settle down. That's just how I think how I would treat it.
I'm going to point out, whatever your stance is on Palestine and all the different stuff that's going on, this has nothing to do with it. I just like Jerry Seinfeld, and I like how Jerry Seinfeld handles stuff. Some guy stopped Jerry Seinfeld on the street and asked for a selfie, which he must get constantly.
Yeah, Jerry Seinfeld seems like a huge dick too. He the guy says, "Hey Jerry, can I get a selfie?" And he's got his head stuck out the door already, and he goes, "Yeah, all right." You're like, you're Seinfeld, and you're in New York. You got to expect that people are treating you.
Also, yes, but also he can't take 3 steps without people trying to get a selfie.
I know, but
with
if
him.
I said, "Hey Jerry, can we get a selfie?" and he gave me that, yeah, I'd go, "Oh, you know what? Forget it."
Well,
like I saw Hugh Jackman and asked Hugh Jackman if he can get a selfie, and he looked at me and goes, "Absolutely, mate." And I went, "Oh, that's what you want."
Yeah, that's what you want.
That's what
but
you want.
It doesn't necessarily what you're going to get. But also Seinfeld, I remember the paparazzi show before it was TMZ, and they were all out by his car, and he came out and he was like, "Hey guys, all right, you got the picture, all right, thanks."
Yeah,
because
he knew how to treat them.
Totally
he knew
fine.
how to work with them.
Well, anyways, so the guy on the street asked for a selfie, but he took a video where he made a peace sign and said "Free Palestine." We have the audio of how it went down and what Jerry said to this. Take a listen. Here we go.
Jerry, can I get a selfie? Sure. Free Palestine! Maybe?
I don't care about Palestine.
That's sad.
So the guy says, "Can I get a selfie?" And then he throws up a peace sign and says, "Free Palestine." And he goes, "Maybe," like that to Jerry. And Jerry goes, "I don't care about Palestine."
Yeah.
And then just walked away.
Well, Jerry is the exact opposite. He's pro-Israel.
Sure, yeah.
So he was. The guy put him in that position.
And the guy knew.
Yeah,
the
sure.
guy knew, and
The
that's
guy
why he
made
was
him-
doing it. So he was trying to do
And that is a good example of him remaining calm in the situation because he knew the guy was just trying to set him up.
Yeah.
And probably why he said, ugh, when he asked for a picture.
Yeah, like he may have seen something coming.
Yeah, he can see it coming from a mile away. Because I don't know what's around the guy's neck, but it looks like he's wearing some type of lanyard or something. Maybe something gave it away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where he was just like, oh, I know that he's
His
trying
Palestinian
to get me.
face.
After hearing
Well,
it,
no,
I'm on Jerry's side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I'm on Jerry's side because the guy set him up
Right.
to do that for sure. But it was just what bothered me is I don't know. I like Jerry Seinfeld. I like his television show a lot, and I would like to meet him. And if I met him and he was like, ugh, okay, I'd be like, all right, screw you. I don't know. I just
You
that's how I
do
feel.
realize you're 100% the same way, though.
I am not.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I'm no
If
way
people-
am I like that.
If guys came up to you, whatever, and you're in the middle of something, whatever, you
There's never been a time.
But he
I
didn't-
challenge anybody to call it. Anytime anybody ever says to me, "Hey, can I get a picture?" I say, "Absolutely, anytime."
but Jerry Seinfeld said, yeah.
No, he didn't. He went, "Oh, okay." That's exactly what he did. I watched the
Play it
video
again.
like 5
Play it
times
again,
yesterday.
Carmen. Play it again.
Okay.
I don't know if you could hear it as well as you could see it.
Okay, ready?
Jerry, can I get a selfie?
Sure.
Free Palestine.
Yeah, it comes with.
I don't care about Palestine.
It comes with the picture. He looks at the guy and he goes. He looks at the guy. Like, oh, watch the video. He looks at the guy and he goes, "Sure." He's like, he doesn't want to do it. Like he's being bothered immensely. It's just there's a big difference. I feel like those people who go out of their way with their fans for the rest of their career, knowing that those fans made them almost a billionaire, have different attitudes.
Still to this day, the greatest one ever was Ed Helms. Ed Helms, who played Nard Dog on The Office and stuff. He said that he was going and he was late for something. He was trying to get there, and the guy was like, Nard Dog, let me get a selfie, whatever. And he goes, I can't, I'm busy, whatever. And the guy goes, Rit-it-dit-dit douche. And he stopped and he was like, you're right. All right, I gotta take a picture.
That's great.
Rit-it-dit-dit
That's
douche.
funny. That's funny.
Did everybody like Scrubs? Did you like Scrubs?
I didn't really watch a lot of Scrubs.
Yeah,
So
same.
Scrubs-
I liked it.
I liked Scrubs a lot. Scrubs was on NBC and then it got canceled.
Right.
And then it was on ABC. When
Okay.
it went to ABC, it was weird and it wasn't as good. NBC, it was great. It was a really funny show. It was very good. Bill Lawrence, I think, is the guy. He does that Bad Monkey that Vince Vaughn is in now. He's done a few other things, whatever. Well, anyways, there's a Scrubs revival. Has to find a abandoned hospital to film in because the abandoned hospital they filmed in before, that was an actual hospital that they filmed in, is now, from the original series, is now condos. So
Oh,
that's
really?
fun,
Oh,
yeah. So they have to find another hospital.
So those guys, I know that everybody loves those two guys together,
Yeah.
Zach Braff and the other guy, because they do all the TV commercials and stuff.
Yeah,
together.
it's weird that they came back. I was like, that's kind of weird because they didn't have the show together. But I guess they do. I think they did a podcast for a while. They may still be doing it.
We didn't talk about this. The big reveal that came during Saturday Night Live for Suits LA. Did you see it?
No.
Oh, we saw. It was a new trend because they did in the Super Bowl. There was one I thought we saw.
In up until what I saw at SNL, and I could be wrong, it was just characters we'd never seen before.
Right.
And then during the SNL thing, the guy goes, they shot to the limo and he goes, "This is Harvey Specter." And that was the first time that Harvey had been in the commercial because they didn't say who was going to be in the show.
But I'm pretty sure we knew that he was. I remember
Yeah, I
hearing
feel like
that
I
he was
saw it,
going to make
yeah.
appearances. He's not going to be a main character, but he will have pop-ins.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, like
I feel like
I've
without
heard
him,
that.
they don't have the
Because
show.
he's a partner. He's still a partner.
Right,
so,
right.
yeah.
But I feel like this. I can't. Are they going to make an exact copy of him in LA? You know what I mean?
No,
Or-
I think he's going to be on some of the shows, but they're going to have a lot of, like they did with the show. Like he wasn't in every scene. It was a lot about Mike, and it was a lot about this, and then
Right.
there was certain storylines that were about this person, whatever. So then he'll show up for different
a
things.
lot
And
of
like
char-
when
a lot of-
Mike left and came back every like couple episodes,
Right,
at
right.
the end.
there's a lot of characters there that they're going to have to try and reproduce and come up with those personalities to make this show interesting.
I think they have to make like a completely different show because otherwise
Yeah.
you're just redoing the show.
No,
just
I
in
agree
LA.
with you. But what I'm saying is that you had Harvey, you had Mike, you had the girls, you had Lewis, you had you
does-
got to come up with some sort of cast of characters.
Does Lewis go out there to oversee the LA thing?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then Harvey comes out, and this happens, and who knows? I don't know.
I just am glad that there's some interaction between the old cast.
So it says the lead of the series is Stephen Amell, who's
great,
who plays Ted Black. So he's the main.
He was
character.
my choice to play back in the day to play young Harrison Ford when they did that the young Star Wars movie. That's who I wanted to play Harrison Ford.
But they're saying NBC has put Harvey Specter in all of the marketing materials.
Right. So
they're trying
to at least kick it off.
Yeah.
Good.
Interesting.
Now I'm excited.
All right.
Suits LA.
Yeah.
Oh, they said that clip is not new footage. That's from the original show.
Ah.
It says followed by a clip of Gabrielle Mock answering the phone as Harvey Specter. The promo does not actually feature any new footage of the fan favorite character. It's footage from the original show.
It's fine. Just the fact that they show you that he's going to be in the show. Is
Taken
fine.
from the second episode of Suits' first season.
You guys all made fun of me. All made fun of me.
Great show.
Because
Great show,
you
guys.
were watching Suits
Yeah.
at the same time that there was Rizzoli and Isles.
Yeah.
And what was the other show? Franklin and Bash.
Bash, yeah.
You got caught up in that kind of thing.
But it wasn't.
No, it definitely wasn't. It was a great show. I came to it late
accept
and
your
it was
apology.
good. And Galvin, I will go so far as to apologize for this too.
Yes.
You also suggested that Harvey would have been a good Batman when they were
Bruce
looking
Wayne.
for Bruce Wayne. I agree with that.
Yeah.
If there was a Batman TV show and the guy who played Harvey Specter was the Bruce Wayne character, I think that would be fantastic.
Be great.
Yeah.
Now, was Rizzoli and Isles good?
Yes.
When
When you're in Japan and nothing else is in English, you learn to appreciate Rizzoli and Isles.
I gotcha.
No, other than that, you
No.
never want to watch it.
Gotcha.
I watched 20 episodes, and I don't know which one's Rizzoli and which one's Isles. Or Franklin or Bash. I don't have no idea.
I still don't know who's Cagney and Lacey, so you know.
It's just, you're right. You're right.
How about this? It's getting good, man. Guns N' Roses, Tool, and Rival Sons have all been added to Ozzy Osbourne's farewell Black Sabbath
final
concert.
Death tour.
Yeah, taking place on July 5th at Villa Park. The All-Star event build is back to the beginning, sold out in less than 10 minutes last week.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's already sold out. The concert will mark the first time the original lineup of Black Sabbath, Ozzy, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward, have played together in 20 years. Also is set to appear is Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Alice in Chains, Hailstorm, Lamb of God, Anthrax, Mastodon.
Too many.
Oh, a
That's
bunch.
the who's who.
But also like Fred Durst, Tom Morello,
Yeah.
Jakey Lee is going to be out there.
So are they going to be doing Black Sabbath covers? I assume they're not.
How
playing
many
their own
songs
stuff.
are they going to have?
No, so Black Sabbath, it's supposed to be Black Sabbath is headlining.
Right.
But Ozzy said he's only going to do a couple things, whatever. So I don't know if they're going to have like Fred Durst go out and do a song with them or, maybe like that. But I think as far as I know, Metallica's doing a set, Slayer's doing a set, Anthrax, like it's going to be a big like festival type thing.
Right.
Speaking of this, can we talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
It is undeniable that Metallica is being demanded to play the halftime show at the next Super Bowl in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it is, everybody is talking about it.
I mean, it just makes sense.
It makes
but
sense.
I completely understand the Metallica worldwide is huge. Metallica in America is huge. But also, there's not a lot of people that think that would make sense. But if they have other people with them, I think it makes total sense.
That's the other thing. I think if they made it more of a celebration of San Francisco with Metallica being a headliner, that would make more sense.
But also, I mean, you saw, from whatever it was, the Grammys or whatever, they did the thing with Lady Gaga. Like, they can do stuff with other people. Elton John, they did a tribute to Elton John.
Yeah.
Elton John thinks that Unforgiven's one of the greatest songs ever written.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, all that stuff. So, I don't know what current artist you have with Metallica or do something. They do their own version of a Metallica song and then Metallica comes out and takes it over or something like that would be cool. Or think about Metallica doing something like Master of Puppets and then in the middle of it breaks down and Jay-Z comes out over top of Master of Puppets or something.
Yeah, somebody else. Yeah, I get you. I mean, there could be a way to incorporate hip hop into a Metallica performance and it'd still be cool. I mean, they did a song with Ja Rule. I could see it happening. I just think that the demand for it is so high right now, and the fact that everybody's saying the two things that they're saying is Metallica or AC/DC, Metallica or AC/DC, Metallica because it's San Francisco, AC/DC because how has it not been AC/DC yet?
But also, like I threw out there, I mean, San Francisco, you have Journey, and if you have reunited Journey with Steve Perry, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, I can't see that happening, but that would be pretty amazing.
Remember the last time it was in San Francisco, it was the same thing. They won Metallica and it ended up being Beyonce.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
but I mean,
Because I think it was like 20.
but also you've had
17,
how many
18?
years of hip hop shows now?
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and people are like, hey, look, we exist too. You know,
I think it's going to matter who the sponsor is. And I think right now, currently, it's Apple. Apple, I don't think is going for Metallica.
yeah, they might. You
They
don't know.
may
They
be.
may. I mean,
I get
Metallica's
it.
the classic rock now. You
The
know?
other thing is how many more years do you have Metallica to do this? You know what I mean? You got to take advantage of it now.
Yeah, and,
I get that us old dudes would love that.
Right,
but
and
think
that's
about
what
it.
I
think the
understand
broad
too.
appeal, no way.
But here's the other thing: you're abandoning half the audience anyway. Like the people who didn't like Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
Right.
and didn't know Kendrick Lamar. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people that didn't like it and didn't care for it and didn't know exactly what it
Yeah.
was. And then there's the guys like me who kind of was like, yeah, I kind of know who he is, and I know now the drama, so I'm interested in learning about
It's
it.
funny with the Kendrick Lamar thing. So it's not my thing. I don't particularly care for that music, but I was like, yeah, it's not for me. And I get that a lot of people love Kendrick Lamar. My thing was, it just wasn't entertaining to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, whatever. You know, it's just
to you, and then this is where I come in to say, think of 5 old guys on stage playing flying V
100%.
guitars. How uninteresting that is too.
and I totally get
Yeah,
that, and that's
so
why
that-
I would understand if it's not Metallica.
But they did it with Kendrick. They did it with all with The Weeknd. They did it with all these ones that we didn't care about. So maybe they do owe us one now.
Yeah. The other thing is, Matt McClusker, who's Shane and Shane Gillis, and that, he had a good take on it. He goes, "I like Kendrick Lamar and all that." He goes, "But you get to do the halftime show, and it's you complaining about some other guy. Like that's your whole.
basically, that's what it was.
That's
was him
your
calling,
whole thing. Was you
him
used
calling Drake a pedophile?
Right.
I mean, the exact word is pedophile is in the song.
You used your whole halftime show, like the big deal, one of the biggest global events,
Right.
the halftime show, to complain about another dude.
But here's the other thing: is like in my mind, if you got on, if I'm not a pedophile and you got on the biggest global event and called me a pedophile, there should be something. There should be a lawsuit. I should be doing an interview with CNN or with Fox News or something. Like I feel like there should be something. I haven't seen anything from Drake, and I don't. And I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't just like the A minor line or saying that he likes him. They literally call him a pedophile in the song. So I can't imagine how that's not actionable in any way.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I'm looking at all the Super Bowl. They had a decent run of like rock acts for a while.
Yeah, because they had the Who, they had Tom
Yeah.
Petty, they had Prince, they had Bruce Springsteen.
Yep, 05,
Foo Fighters.
McCartney, Rolling Stones, then Prince, Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen, The Who.
Chili Peppers
was 2010. That was the last time, because then it went Black Eyed Peas, Madonna, Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Katy Perry, Coldplay, Lady Gaga, Justin Timberlake, Maroon 5, Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, The Weeknd, Mary J. Blige. That was
you got
Dr.
Coldplay
Dre,
and the Maroon 5 that are at least bands.
Rihanna, Usher, Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, we're due.
Not happening.
We're due. When I say we're, I mean old white dudes.
Yeah, they're not going to happen.
But you can't deny the popularity of Metallica or AC/DC.
Oh, they have denied it for over a decade.
But I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is like I bet if you get AC/DC, like I remember Sap used to love Scorpions, Rock You Like a Hurricane, because they used to play that in Miami when he was down there. So I know that that especially in the stadium songs, so those AC, the Back in Blacks, the Hells Bells, the You Shook Me All Night Long, they know all those songs.
Yeah,
that's the problem. I think you have Metallica. Metallica's got, Enter Sandman is their most recognizable song to a non-Metallica fan.
Sure, yeah.
And then
but they
what's
do
next?
play. You do hear them play like "For Whom the Bell Tolls" in stadiums and stuff.
Yeah.
You'll hear that. You'll hear "Enter Sandman." I don't know. Do they play? Well, they play whatchamacallit.
Yeah. Sabbath True.
Sabbath True. They'll play that in
Yeah.
there sometimes.
I just don't think they're going for us because we're already there watching football.
Yeah, but so is the young black audience as well.
Right,
They're
but like
already there
I
watching
think
football.
they're going current pop culture is what they're going for to bring in people that aren't watching football every week.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Who knows? But like this time they had Kendrick Lamar, and they had, who is the girl?
Kendrick Lamar.
SZA. So you have two artists there or whatever. So if you can do that with Metallica and then get a younger, more current artist, it doesn't even necessarily have to be metal. They could be kind of rock or kind of
straight hip hop. Surround the event with other acts like they did with John Baptiste and the other New Orleans acts. Surround the rest of the day with a country artist and a rap artist and all that. Yeah, and then make Metallica the headliner. It's official. I just decided.
I bet they go country.
Country.
It's going to be. That's the biggest thing right now.
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen, all these Jelly Roll, all these country artists like the hot.
Yeah, I think they stick with hip hop. That's what it's been for the last
or that.
I think 10, 20 years.
Go either way. Who knows? We'll see whenever it comes around. But
I think they do someone like Post Malone who has crossovers, who hits all demographics. That way they can add people to it.
Get Post Malone out there with Metallica.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Gross.
What do you mean gross?
I don't want to see Metallica. Boo, old white guys
not
playing instruments.
You're
like
the
I don't want. Yeah. The halftime show is for me, not for you. I don't go. You guys go see Metallica when they're in town.
I'm going to. You're a lady, so football shouldn't even matter to you.
Now go make us nachos.
Speaking of bands Carmen doesn't want to see, Dropkick Murphys and Bad Religion are teaming up for their first ever co-headlining U.S. tour. Unfortunately, nowhere near Florida.
Well, didn't they just cancel a show here?
Who?
Dropkick Murphys?
Did they?
Yeah, I think someone's wrong with the singer.
No, Flogging Molly.
Oh, that's Flogging Molly.
Yeah, it's Flogging Molly. No, it's not the same thing. They're going to be out for the summer of 2025, featuring support from the Mainliners. The Summer of Discontent tour kicks off in July in Spokane, Washington. But yeah, unfortunately, no shows booked around here. So
I've got it right here. I was looking at demographics. 75% of the people watch the Super Bowl, 18 to 34.
Sure.
Not Metallica's crowd.
Yeah, but here's the other thing: is
that's not true.
Well, majority,
right? Yeah, I got you.
But the other thing is that that for a while they were considering charging the halftime performer to play because they sell so well after their performance. So this could be something that could be very pivotal. Be a lot of Metallica fans didn't realize they were Metallica fans until they watch it. They're like, oh yeah, I do like that.
Listen, I get it. We're getting old, and they're not going after us anymore.
Well, they owe us one. They owe us one.
By the way, speaking of that, so following the halftime show, Kendrick Lamar became the first rapper to ever have 3 top 10 albums in the same week. His latest GNX returned to number 1 after dropping to number 4, but then the Super Bowl appearance brought it back up to number 1.
I am obsessed with Serena Williams doing her little crip walk dance.
Yeah.
Like it keeps coming up in my feed because I watch it so much that I'm in the algorithm. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. It's because I don't think she's hot, although I think she's attractive, but she does that little dance. And a girl who can dance, take you from a 4 to a 7 in a heartbeat. Take you from a 7 to a 9.
Same if a girl can sing.
Oh, yeah.
If you can sing.
And really any kind of talent. Is very attractive.
Girl can't sing though and tries to sing, we'll take it down to a 3.
Oh, for sure.
I had a girl sing country songs to me in the car one time with emotion.
Wait.
And she looked at me and was making faces as she sang it. And she was a terrible singer, and I was like, this isn't working.
Girl that can't dance, that does dance, hot.
Yeah. Like a dog on ice.
Yep.
My wife can do neither of those things. I don't know that she has talent.
Oh.
I've never seen my wife dance like on a nightclub.
My wife loves to dance.
Oh, really?
But I don't know that it's good.
What do you say? Compare it to something.
I got to be honest with you. I don't think any dancing is really good. I can see coordination, but a lot of times I'm just like, that just looks dumb. Unless it's like a
my
sexy
wife, she
dance.
loves to dance at weddings. She loves to dance on like cruise ships.
Like Carmen's dancing turns me off immensely.
Yeah.
The waterfall thing you do.
Right. Yeah, I'm a great dancer.
I didn't say you're not. I just said it bugs me personally.
Listen, I turn a lot of people on with that dance. I got to be careful.
I want somebody to tell me who.
Chad?
No, Chad doesn't like that.
Yeah, he does.
He does not like your waterfall.
He likes the weird face thing.
Yeah, the weird face thing is okay. I like that.
I feel like that and the waterfall kind of is all in the same wheelhouse.
Oh, all right. So he just likes you because you look weird.
Wait,
yeah, see?
He likes you because you look like one of those dumb anime characters.
Make the weird ugly face and do the crazy dance.
Yeah.
Finally in news, someone asked the internet, what is the one word that you can never spell correctly?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious. I guess I can spell that one.
A good one.
I have like a couple of like beautiful. I have to sound it out as I'm spelling it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a break and come back, or do you want me to ask you some of these?
Ask me. Let's just do that. We're in it
go
now.
around the room.
We're in it now.
And see how you can do. All right. So
I will tell you, spelling and geography are my two worst things.
Yeah.
But I know how to spell Wednesday.
All right. I'm going to give you this one for Mike. Maintenance.
Oh no.
MAINTENANCE.
Correct.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Maintenance.
Carmen, you're getting the next one.
Oh no.
For no particular reason. Diarrhea.
Oh boy.
I knew I was going to get you.
You almost got me.
Damn
You
it.
almost got me.
Carmen?
I don't know that. I don't know that I can do this.
Don't
I
look
don't
it
know
up.
that I can do this.
I'm not.
All right.
DIH.
DIA.
DIAH. I know there's an H in there.
Okay.
DIARERH.
DIAH. Oh.
Joe, you want to take a shot?
You want to take a shot at diarrhea?
DIARREH.
No. Diarrhea. DIARRHEA.
Oh,
That's
diarrhea.
That's stupid.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, there you go. Geo.
No.
G.
No, you ready?
Oh man.
Convenience.
This should be easy.
Okay, diarrhea.
No, it
Yeah.
should be. It should be. I didn't say it was. I said it should be.
Convenience. CONVIENC.
No, CONVENINCE. Really?
CONVIE.
Oh, idiot.
Mike, you were very close.
CONVEN. Convene. IANCE.
Yes.
Yeah,
You missed.
ICENC.
Yeah, you missed the I in
Right.
there. Yeah, very good. I'm gonna skip this next one because it doesn't make any sense. You're never saying that. Boutonniere. No, who's ever? Joe, I'm gonna go with you for this next one.
All right.
Necessary. Joe is not necessary. I'll use
Oh,
it in
can I
sentence
tell you
form.
something real quick about Joe?
Huh.
Joe, I finally found something you do worse than video.
Oh man.
I can't wait to hear it, Michael.
What?
Post photos.
Why?
You posted a lovely photo of you and Sugar Pants at dinner, and it was like from your forehead down.
No. She was reposting because I made her a collaborator and she hasn't figured out how to repost.
Okay. All
Oh
right.
yeah. Speaking of collaborators, Carmen, why'd you take yourself off as a collaborator on the one picture I posted? It was something. It was when we were in New Orleans, and it was a black and white of you and Gio, and we were setting up the stuff.
Oh yeah. I didn't want to take myself off as a collaborator. I was just trying to take it off of my.
Oh, she's
Like-
too cool for us.
She don't want me on her timeline.
No,
Yeah.
not true. I do that. I try and keep my posts up to like under 30. That's like the way to do
my
it.
own social media guy.
I just got a
don't wanna
notification.
collaborate.
I'm like, this bitch.
Yeah, I didn't want to take myself off as a collaborator because I wanted
Well,
to
you did.
I wanted to archive it so I could like bring it back.
Oh.
All right, Joe.
Yes.
Necessary.
Necessary. NECESSARY.
Correct.
Only one C?
Only one C, two S's.
Oh, I would have screwed that up.
Not
One
nice.
C, two S's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gio's the only idiot on the show.
What are you talking about?
None of us can spell diarrhea.
You still can't spell it.
Mike, back to you.
Uh-oh.
Occasionally.
OCC. OCC. Can I write it down?
No.
Okay.
That's
OCCASIONALLY.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very nice. Carmen.
no.
Oh.
Accommodate.
Oh, come on.
Shut up. You didn't get your word either. ACCOMM A. Damn it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't spell
listen,
as it is.
you
And
got-
like
You got the two C's and the two M's. That's correct.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
ODATE.
Oh,
Accommodate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Accommodate.
Geo. Embarrass.
Oh, this is a tough one.
you should be embarrassed.
Embarrass. EMBAR
Buzz.
A.
No.
What?
You missed it. It's 2 R's.
R's.
Oh, yeah.
2 R's, 2 S's. EMBARRA.
The double consonants are hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am embarrassed.
Carmen, spell
No.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. WED.
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah.
You know
That's
that trick.
yeah. That's the only way I can spell it every time.
Do you know how many people I have tell me that I helped them out so much by the thing with restaurant? Just think of Tony Danza, AU. Restaurant, because restaurant's one of those ones that's always on the list and stuff. Let's see some of the other ones. If you want to take a shot, whatever. Receipt. Receipt is difficult.
RECEIPT.
Right. It's the E before the I in that one that throws a lot of people
I
off.
before E except after C.
Yeah. Sometimes. Why? No.
I'm doing a lot better than I thought I would.
All right. How about let's see. Seize. Seize, like you're seizing.
SEIZE.
Yes. Very good. Rhythm.
I feel like I should have been in the spelling bee.
Well,
Wait.
rhythm.
RYT.
Wrong.
RHYTHM.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
forgot the
Yeah.
H. Rhythms.
Restaurant is on there. Refrigerator, privilege. Definitely. How about this one? Geo? Nauseous.
Ooh. Oh, man. I'm out on this one.
NAUSCEOUS.
Wrong.
What?
Wrong.
Oh.
Wrong. You're close. You're close. Actually, just drop the C.
Okay.
That's all you had to do. NAUSEOUS.
I was saying C. This is what the next letter is.
Are you going to the mall
Can you
later?
see me spelling this?
And then Joe, for no reason, I'm going to give you this one. Alcohol.
ALCOHOL.
Yes.
Oh,
I got to tell you, Joe's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Mike, for this no reason for you, I'm going to give you this one. Hemorrhoids.
Oh. Ooh, a double consonant. HEMM.
Bah.
I meant HEMER.
Bah.
Oh, man. It's HEMA.
Hemorrhoids.
MO. Yeah, I would never got
A
that.
real hemo.
HEMORRHOIDS.
That's too many. That's too many.
Too many.
They don't need double R in there.
Yeah. And then they have Wednesday and February. Yeah.
Carmen, can you spell February?
FEBUARY.
Wrong.
February.
Brew.
Febru.
Oh, RUARY.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We're smart now.
Well, there you go. What's it now? They're number one. What do? They spell words
They do spelling bees.
and then yell at each other when they can't get it right. What kind of words do they do? Like diarrhea,
Just important words.
embarrass.
You know what I watched last night is my new favorite TV show?
Your new favorite TV show is Fish.
The Voice.
Oh,
Why?
I was never into The Voice. For some reason, I can't stop watching it.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
I'm like emotionally attached to it.
now Adam's back.
Adam's back. Kelsey Ballerini
Mhm.
is the other girl.
Mhm.
I like her.
Okay.
Michael Bublé
Right.
and John Legend
Mhm.
and the whole cavalcade of singers. I don't know why. I'm in the blind auditions right now.
Yeah.
That's
the
the
blind
most fun
auditions.
part.
Yeah.
That's the
way
best part.
The best part. Once they
The other
start,
part that bothers me is like the challenge is, all right, Billy, you're going to sing against Steve. And then they're both singing their asses off. They
Right.
sing like a 10. You're like, well, I'm going to have to give this one to Steve.
yeah, because majority of people that are going on The Voice can sing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, even if they don't make it through, they're still pretty good.
But they had a couple of people on it that seemed like extra special.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't know. I'm into it this season. My wife put it on one day, and I watched it. And then last night it was on again, and I was excited to watch it. And I'm like, now I'm into it.
I love whenever I try and show off in front of my wife, like, oh, we'll be watching it, whatever, and I'll go, ooh, sharp. They're sharp right there. And then all four turn around, they go, that was perfect. It was pitch perfect. And I go, I don't know anything. I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't sing. What am I talking about?
Who would you pick? Who would your judge be?
Who would my judge
Out of the
be
ones that are there.
those ones? I would say probably Michael Bublé.
Bublé?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't relate to any of them. I would probably pick John Legend, but I don't know why. Like, I wouldn't pick the chick. I don't like Adam Levine.
John Legend annoys me.
They all annoy me, but I just feel like John Legend would be sweet about telling you stink, whereas Adam Levine would be like, I don't know. And that guy sings that guy to me is not a great singer. Like he's like how I get it. He's a big pop star, and to have his name and his looks on the show, I get it. But it seemed to me a show that is all about singing should have the best singers out there.
It's Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg was
Exactly.
The judge. Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's not all about just singing.
Right.
It's
performing.
about performing proper.
But it's the
proper
voice.
Song choice. Yeah.
It should just be about singing.
Well, but it's not though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they, Christina Aguilera, sure, she should be on there.
Yeah.
Like being an entertainer is not just that craft. You have to be able to do multiple things.
Tell me
Right,
about
because
it.
like whenever I told you they had, they have the mentors come in, and like Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons isn't the greatest singer.
No, but he's a icon.
Yeah, and he knows all about the business and knows all the stuff. And the one girl sang a song and did a thing, and he goes, I wouldn't change a thing. He goes, I think it's perfect. I think it's a perfect song choice. It fits your voice. Everything was working for you.
I get sucked in by those stories too. Like normally,
I don't. I
I
hate
know.
that.
Normally,
I hate that.
I don't know what's going on with me, Galvin. I feel like I'm becoming emotional in my old age.
Yeah.
This kid a couple weeks ago, his dad died and never got to see him sing.
Oh.
And then last night was, although I do love this, my favorite. They bring you through a whole, and then it's been my dream. And ever since my parents died in that plane crash, and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, Mary. And then they sing and nobody turns around.
Yeah.
Like, go home with your dead
I was
parents.
going to say that's the only time I want the backstory is American Ninja Warrior, where they're like, he's doing it for his little brother who just got AIDS and this and that. And they're like, 3, 2, 1, right in the water. And they're like, beat it, nerd. You're not getting any money for your AIDSy brother.
Then they're hugging Carson Daly backstage. So
Yeah.
Don't give up on your dreams.
Yeah.
Like, or the girl last night was like, I'm doing this for my mother. My mother wanted me to be a lawyer, and I dropped out of school, and it caused a rift between us. And, now I'm hoping to bring it back. And then she goes on the show, and the mother's there, and she's like, it's so important to have my mother here with me. Then she made it. But if she didn't, the mother would be like, see, I told you, loser.
Right, yeah.
Loser. Right
Should have been
there.
a lawyer.
Howard Stern said the best thing ever. American Idol, if you stink, they should have a trap door that opens on stage, and it should slide you straight to McDonald's, and that's where you work now.
Yeah,
and then he got on
became
the
a
judge,
yeah.
and then totally did the exact opposite of what he said.
He was
would
up
do.
there hugging little kids and stuff. And it was like, ugh.
Yeah, ruined it. All right, let's take a break. Our phone number is 800-771-1025. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 1025 The Bone. That was the thing. She got no fight for me. I was like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
But don't you think that's a good idea? Like pick a goal weight where you want to be and then go, all right, this will be, then go do a shopping spree.
So I am losing weight first for the surgery, then from dieting, and then moving a lot more. I'm losing weight consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to wait until I'm fine buying clothes and then buying more clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to buy a whole new wardrobe, but buying stuff. I'm really, the shorts that I was wearing yesterday were 23 years old.
Right.
They're just good Nike shorts, and I've had them forever. And it's going to take somebody to go, why are you wearing those? But my father was in the Navy, and my father in the Navy, they teach you, and I'm sure in all the military, but they teach you how to fold your clothes and do all these things. And my father always was very meticulous with the way he kept his things. And I remember my dad would have a jacket. He gave me he had a gray leather jacket that he gave me in high school, and he goes, I've had this since like 1968. And I went, oh yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Then you realize why dads dress like dads, because they never upgrade their wardrobe. They just keep stretching it out over time.
Yeah.
And I have done that. I've dressed two things: one for comfort, and two for a guy who doesn't leave his house. Those are the two things. So I need to dress like a guy who leaves the house. Now, I will tell you, for those of you who saw me this weekend or have seen me out and about, you're like, I've seen you. You wore sleeves and jeans and all that. Yeah, I know how to dress when I'm going out in front of other human beings. But for the most part, if I'm just running around Land O'Lakes or Lutz, I'm just staying like this.
I have very, very little dress clothes because I don't go to a lot of places where I have to dress up.
Right. I'm currently wearing things that don't match right now. I grabbed a pair of shorts out of the laundry, and then I couldn't find a T-shirt. And I have a guest staying in my guest room, which is where all my clothes are. So I didn't get a chance to go up there.
Yeah, I can't even see your short.
Right, that's the thing. I knew it wouldn't matter because I'm going to be sitting down the whole show anyway. So
you don't know that I'm wearing a Motorhead shirt that has yellow in it, but I'm wearing socks.
Oh, that have yellow in it too?
Or no, blue.
Oh.
Because I was like, nobody's gonna see my socks.
Oh, I thought about kicking you out. I was like, it was too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Who is currently staying in your guest area? Somebody you can say or no?
Yeah, I just can't remember his name. It's a friend of my son's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got like 3 million followers on Instagram. I forgot his name, Jabberjaw or something like that. I don't know.
Probably Jabberjaw.
Some
Jabberjaw.
rapper.
Yeah, I love Jabberjaw.
Yep.
I don't know. One of his rap friends is here from LA.
Oh, nice.
Kevin, good morning. You're on the Mike Calta Show.
Hey, sorry about you guys. I got a question for Galvin. I wanted to ask him. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Should I put like $20 on Metallica being the halftime show?
If you can find a spot, yeah. So Randy Allen, who does the Death Pool stuff and everything, he texts me. He's a big Commanders fan,
Right.
and he's a huge Metallica fan. And he said, "I'm going with the Commanders and Metallica for next year's Super Bowl." He goes, "Looks like I'm going."
Parlay that, sir. Parlay that into something.
Yeah, I don't know where you can bet on that, but yeah, I mean, they're one that's up there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, something would really be. I mean, there could be an argument made for that Journey thing. That would be huge. If Journey said, "Hey, we'll do it for one night." That would be one of the biggest Super Bowls ever.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't know "Don't Stop Believing"?
Right. And those songs are all played usually at sporting events and stuff. You get a lot of those.
Yeah. Why do you think some people did not go to the SNL 50th anniversary party?
I don't know. I've been reading a lot about Bill Hader.
Hader, I read a thing that said Hader politely declined the invitation. Then I read something that said he had a previous family date. But what in your family would stop you from going that?
Right. Well, I know that he came out and said that he had a lot of anxiety at SNL, well, which a lot of people do. They say it's a lot of pressure and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You're going back from one night. I don't know. Maybe like you say, whenever you hear whatever song or you see Michael Jackson's Thriller, you want to throw up because at the time you were sick. Yeah. So I don't know whether it's something like that, but yeah, you would think one night you go.
I looked into Aykroyd because I was wondering why he wasn't there. I guess apparently
Aykroyd's sick.
A couple days before, he said that he was not going to be there because he's on a Crystal Skull vodka tour.
Oh, really?
And he had prior engagements.
Well, I read a thing that said Aykroyd said that he didn't go because of health reasons.
Oh,
That's what I read. I don't know the accuracy of that.
Yeah, he tweeted out something about being Crystal Head Skull vodka. I'll be here instead. But I wish everybody
Dana
the best.
Carvey was another one that you pointed out.
Yeah, and Carvey hasn't said a word, and they said that Carvey hasn't commented on anywhere, and I would assume that during his podcast he would have mentioned it.
You would think, yeah, because Spade was there.
Yeah.
And Spade was involved.
Who does that podcast? Spade, Carvey, and who else?
Just those two.
Oh, just those two.
Yeah.
And they always talk Saturday Night Live.
That was the whole
Right.
genesis of the podcast, the whole, beginning of it, and still basically is people who have hosted or had something to do or on it or musical guest or something with Saturday Night Live.
That's weird that Dana Carvey, and I'm trying to think if
is very friendly with Lauren.
Yeah.
Like lived with Lauren for a while.
Really?
Yeah. When he was I think he was either first on Saturday Night Live or something, whatever, he stayed with Lauren for a while.
The two that I read were health reasons were Dick Ebersol and
Dan Aykroyd?
Dick Ebersol's still alive?
I don't know. That was Dick Ebersol. Was it somebody that was related to that era of Saturday Night Live?
I didn't think he was still alive.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was somebody else that was related to that era.
He could be. No, yeah, still alive. 77. Only 77. Wow, he's been old since we were kids. Right?
I guess. Medicine Man?
Yeah, what's up, Mike Calta? It's been a while since I called you guys.
I know. Thank you for that. What's happening?
Not too much. I've been at a couple of events this weekend.
What did you have? What was on the hopper?
Oh, yeah, it's like the last 2 weeks. A week ago was Alice Cooper at the Sound, and a week later was Willie Nelson.
How was Willie Nelson?
He looks kind of rough looking. He's 92 years old. He looks smaller than he used to get. He was sitting down. I can see him on the stage, pretty well with other musicians, too.
92?
I can tell you that John Brennan texted me from Willie Nelson and said, I don't know who has Willie Nelson on the death pool, but this guy is not going anywhere.
Oh, really?
Said he remembered every word, sounded great, was moving around fantastic. Yeah, said it was crazy.
He sounded great.
What is Willie Nelson's top 3 songs? Don't look it up.
Top 3 songs is probably To All the Girls I'd Love to Be For, the duet.
Now,
Right?
I don't know. Is that? I know it'd be On the Road Again.
On the Road Again is another one.
There was a Yellow Rose song. of something?
Yeah.
Yellow Rose of Texas.
Is I don't know. Is that it?
Devil went down to Georgia.
No,
No,
that's
that's-
Charlie
come on,
Daniels.
no.
Come on now.
Do you want me to look on
Yeah.
Spotify and see what?
Yeah,
it
and
is?
see what it says.
So I mean, yeah, that's not official or anything.
I only know those two.
Medicine Man, what's your favorite Willie Nelson song?
I was like on the road again.
Yeah, give me a little of it.
And that one he does with Willie Nelson, with Wellington, Good Hearted Woman.
Yeah.
Oh wow, we were way off.
What?
The top 3 on here most played according to no, that's not true because these are not in order. Let me look.
Willie Nelson.
This one has. Do we need him anymore or not?
No. Give me a second.
This one.
Bye, Medicine Man.
Smoke Hour. Willie Nelson's Smoke Hour, whatever, has like 25 million, and then these. No, that's.
So
Okay. No, I got it. Sorry,
On the
Carmen.
road again.
All right. So
Okay.
number 3 is Beer for My Horses.
Yeah.
That's a
thought that
good
was Toby
song.
Keith.
It's the two of them together.
Oh, okay. Okay. So Beer for My Horses. This one, of course, we didn't even think about. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys.
Oh yeah.
Is that his song?
Yeah. Well,
Mama, don't let your boys.
that's
cowboy.
Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings.
I don't know how Willie Nelson entered my life, in what capacity, like how I know who Willie Nelson is. I know that the first time that I could ever really see Willie Nelson and know his music was "To All the Girls I've Loved Before." You get that? I have to put that on.
Yeah.
I have to play that. To
Very, very nasally.
Which is crazy, too, to pair those two up.
right.
You know what I mean?
All the-
I would say probably the first time we like knew about him and saw him and stuff was probably like a Farm Aid.
No, but I knew this song, and then I couldn't believe that this was a real man singing the song. Because especially when you listen to this smooth Mexican, "To All the Girls I've Loved Before." And then all of a sudden you're like, what balance is this? That's the way to go. That's the
How
way to
did
go.
that come about?
Who knows?
You know, it'd be great if we did a song together. Do you think so? Do you think the ladies would like it?
Bien.
I think the ladies would love it. Okay, let's do it, Willie Nelson.
Como se dice ponytail?
Must I smoke the marijuana with you before we play?
Yeah.
Oh man, that is just Toby Keith, Willie Nelson. I get
Right.
this. I
Yeah.
don't because this guy. What's Julio Iglesias' other song? We didn't even know who Julio Iglesias was.
That's why I wonder, was it the label that was like, Willie, you got to do us a solid. We want to introduce him to an American crowd, so throw him on a duet.
The most popular song is "All of You" featuring Diana Ross.
Jesus. I
He's
could
got
sound
a-
good with that much reverb.
He's got a big Mexican cough too. By the way, I know he's not Mexican. What is he? He's Colombiano,
I don't know.
Cubanito. I don't know either.
Puerto Riqueño.
I don't know. I don't know. But I know
Spanish.
somebody is going to email me and go, he's not Mexican.
Yeah.
Spanish.
He's Espanol?
Enrique was born in Madrid, Spain. So let's see where.
Madrid, Spain, right next to Barcelona.
Julio.
Barcelona. Get it
Julio. Let's see. Julio was
Miami.
also born in Madrid, Spain. Yeah.
Oh,
right. Oh, all right.
Spanish.
We've learned something new today.
non-American.
They're born right out of the Gulf of America.
Yep.
6'1", Spanish, smooth as all get out.
Oh, tan.
Yeah.
Guy always got cash, smells good.
Always wearing a tuxedo.
Oh,
yeah.
some sort of nice suit.
Yeah.
And always has a handkerchief in his pocket. A little pocket square.
Julio Iglesias, dead or alive?
I mean, I feel like I would know if Julio Iglesias was dead. I say he is alive.
Did you say alive?
He's got gray pubes, and he's still smooth.
Julio.
The pubes, they're not as dark as they used to be.
Julio, no mas, no longer with us.
Oh.
Joe?
I say Julio lives on.
Julio's 81.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Living life.
He
All those
lives-
La
ladies
vida
taking-
loca.
He's got all those ladies taking care of him.
How much do you think Julio still has sex?
Oh,
Oh,
Quite
At
a bit,
81.
no.
Quite a
Joe?
bit.
Quite a bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
Definitely.
afternoon.
Keeps
though.
you young.
Yeah, he does a lot
definitely in the
afternoon.
afternoon. It's
By
not
the
too
way,
late.
estimated net worth in 2025, Julio Iglesias is how much?
Oh,
Estimated net worth for Julio.
$10 million.
$10 million.
I'm gonna go high. I'm gonna say 50
50.
I'm gonna go 60.
Yeah, he's a superstar over there.
worldwide.
He is,
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
50.
think about. I didn't think about that.
he is I don't know
Yeah.
how you laugh in Spanish. He's
Well, that's
laughing.
Transylvania.
He's laughing in your face. Like ridiculous. You, by the way, going high at 50,
Probably. Yeah.
you're ridiculous. $600 million.
Yeah.
And why didn't he get that thing removed from Enrique's face?
Oh, that
That made him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like you can't take Superman's cape.
Oh.
It's like Marilyn Monroe. That, you know,
Yeah, you get a.
her beauty mark. It makes you memorable.
So why do everybody else get beauty marks and I got a mole?
Well,
You can't say
That's-
nobody ever says Mike's got a beauty mark.
Because it's not a beauty mark.
There's no beauty.
it's,
Yeah, but
that's
neither is
not
his.
you.
His is a
Difference.
mole. Enrique's a mole.
He's beautiful.
Oh, I'm not
That's why-
beautiful?
I mean,
Just because I
who-
dress homeless, Carmen, doesn't mean I'm not beautiful.
Who are you asking
You?
about
On a-
what?
on a scale of-
Carmen,
Wow.
spell diarrhea.
On a scale of 1 to 10. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you ranking me?
Mike, you have a great personality.
Oh.
Wow. That's what they-
Unrankable.
Would you say higher than a 2?
Yes. Yeah.
Lower than a
Are you
4?
just going strictly looks?
Yes.
Strictly looks, Carmen.
Oh.
You see Mike Calta.
Why do you have to say it like that? Oh.
She gave you. Ugh.
Because if you're going strictly looks, that drops you down. But if you're going on the whole package, that brings you up.
How far does it drop him down?
Yeah.
Whole package-
Give me a whole package
Whole
first.
package, you're over a 2, and strictly looks, you're under a 2.
Drops you down, she says.
Wow. From a 3.
Give me a whole package and then just looks.
Okay. I don't like doing that.
I don't. You're gonna hurt my feelings, Carmen. I'm expecting low.
I know, but like, so whole package 7,
Oh.
7.5.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah. Just looks.
Yeah.
You're a big guy, so that keeps you high.
Hi.
Yeah. Nobody likes a small guy.
Yeah, I don't want a guy that I think I can
what
beat
can I
up,
tell you?
Right.
Joe.
Yes.
That's my wife's thing. That she's number one thing that she's attracted to is she wants to feel protected.
Right.
So, and I got her. I got her covered.
You protect her?
Well, so far nothing's happened to her.
All right.
So far so good.
Okay, so just on looks, I'm gonna go 4,
Carmen, I got to tell you,
4.5.
I'll take both of those.
She's being generous.
I'll take both.
All
of
right, Carmen, go around the room.
No,
You gotta do it.
no,
You got it.
have
You got
to.
it. You got it. You got it.
You have to.
those. You got it. Come
Gio's
on, this
next.
is fun. We did this to you last week.
Gio's next. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I did not have fun.
Right. So get time for revenge.
It's my birthday. I love this.
Oh, Gio, it's your birthday, so full package, Gio. You're about the same with Mike.
Yeah.
7.5.
I agree with that.
Looks, but no money. So
Oh,
Wow.
I didn't know you were a factor of
Got a
money, and I should
family.
have been an
That's
8
the
at that.
That's
It was an
right.
8.
yeah, that's the whole package.
I don't have a
Alright.
sprinter.
and then looks.
And then just on looks,
Yeah.
oh, 5.5, 6.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're going 5.5 or so. I guess we'll take the
I'll
bigger
take,
number.
I'll round it up. Let's go with
All
six.
right.
Yeah, I'm rounding everything up. I'm
Uh,
giving everyone half.
Now,
Thank
is Gio getting higher points than me on because I'm fat or because I'm balding or both?
I mean, that all factors into
Gotcha.
it.
It's
Whole,
Okay.
whole package, man. Don't
Whole
try and
package
change
and
it.
all of the looks.
Carmen, I'm next.
Galvin, whole
Yeah.
package. See, this is where whole package hurts you.
Oh, why does it hurt me?
Yeah.
Because you're kind of mean.
Oh.
So-
Carmen.
Factor it in. Factor it in.
So you got to
Not
factor
if,
that.
not if you were my girlfriend.
I don't know. I've heard how you talk about your wife.
Uh-huh.
You're
You've
still not.
talked to my wife, though. You know what's going on.
Yeah, and she always
She's
says
afraid to
it's
say anything.
a
Yeah,
pleasure.
she's an abused woman.
And I've heard you say it must be such a pleasure to be married to me.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
Whole package.
All right, whole package. What do you got?
So whole package, I'm gonna go 6.5.
Oh,
I don't want to get yelled at.
Rude.
So you're saying it would be lower, but you don't want to get yelled at.
Yeah.
No.
she doesn't want to get yelled at. That's why it's low.
But looks
Oh.
and looks alone
Mhm.
give you an 8.5.
Oh.
You got it switched. You got to switch. I just don't want to be yelled at.
All right. All right.
All right.
I have a
Less
feeling.
yelling in 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Idiot.
Joe?
Joe, what do you got for Joe, Carmen?
Oh, Joe.
Him-
Oh.
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 Whole
Listen.
It's
package.
all right,
Oof.
Carmen. It's all right. Really, trust me. I'm not trying to be attractive to you, but go ahead.
Oh, she's the
Don't start
problem.
deflecting.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
I
You know it's gonna be
am
fun.
Carmen for the record.
When-
Every day I get dressed, I'm like,
I
I
was
wonder if
gonna
Carmen's
say-
gonna like this.
When Joe wakes up, he's like, "Huh, this isn't for Carmen."
Right.
What do you got for Joe?
Joe,
I'm not going to yell at you.
I know. Whole
She wouldn't
pack.
be afraid if you
Yeah,
did.
she could beat you up.
Yeah, he just started driving.
Okay. How many accidents have
Whole
you
package. Whole package.
The whole package. Yeah, I'm taking into account everything. Whole package. I go 6.
Okay.
had? All right.
I'm feeling great about my scores today.
Okay.
And looks alone. 4.
Ooh, you went high.
You and Mike are the same.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I'll
By the
take
way,
it.
I more than doubled you nerds.
I
with
find you
looks.
very attractive.
Hey, like
yeah,
that.
but I beat you in overall package. So
Okay,
I'm happy.
now you do me.
Now we all
Two across the board.
scores.
Both personality.
Yeah.
and-
Once you started making your own deodorant, you went down 2 notches.
Yeah.
I bought some, guy.
Yeah.
Blowing up the bathroom in New Orleans had a deductible.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
I had
Definitely.
food poisoning.
Yeah, but you were
Shaving-
celebrating
that's-
it.
that's
Shaving
whole
your face
package.
on video. Shaving your face on video drops you down like 3 points.
Yeah, that's whole package. Whole package.
All right.
New
Talking
Orleans.
about how much you love Chad.
Yeah.
Knocked you down to 3. What? Yeah.
You're running out of points, is what we're saying.
I'm negative.
Just a mess. You're a complete mess.
You guys are jerks. Never mind.
This is a great game. I love
Carmen.
this.
I hate this game.
On looks alone,
It's okay. We don't have to do this.
7.5.
Hmm?
On a whole package, 8.
8.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
think
much,
she's
That's
fun.
not much difference.
I mean,
Yeah, because I think you're good looking. I think you're fun. You got nice boobies.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
I think
Okay.
that's a fair and accurate.
Carmen, I'm going to
assessment.
throw in some good stuff for you for overall package. Overall package, you do stuff sexually.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
but counter that out with has potential to get real fat.
100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100.
But I
pounds.
actively try not
over.
to.
No, I know. Like, you're not fat. You have potential to be
the
fat.
F
Yeah.
is there.
You're
The
an eater. And like if the two of us were together,
Oh.
like my wife balances me out.
It'd
She's
be
like,
over.
"Don't eat that."
Yeah.
If you were here, we'd be like, "Let's get another sub."
Yeah, I get really sad.
Yeah.
I get I get
You eat your
depressed.
feelings?
Yeah.
No. Like right now, like I'm trying to like eat healthy and get ready for the cruise and stuff, and it just
You would allow me
it
to
sucks.
sway you the worst ways.
no.
Yes, you would, Carmen. If we were dating and you were like, "I'm having a sad day. I'm trying to get ready for the cruise," and I'd be like, "Let's just get Chinese food."
Yeah, Chad eats pizza almost every single day. I do not. I
Mm.
make my own food and I just watch him and I hate him and I just
Yeah.
stare at him
Yeah,
while he
because
eats
he's
his
got
pizza.
abs. He's got
Right.
abs. I feel like I can win you over to the dark side.
At
You
least
can't-
2 nights in New Orleans, Carmen convinced me to get Crystal Burgers.
Yeah.
Like with,
Only one night.
yeah.
The first night. I opened the floodgates, but don't put any of the other nights on me. After that, those were all your own decisions.
Yeah, but you
By
were
the
like,
way, saying Carmen convinced you to go to Crystal is like saying Mike convinced me to go to Hard Rock.
Right.
Right. And that is the other thing. Because you are a bigger guy, Mike, I feel like I have a little wiggle room to gain some.
Exactly.
We're with Chad, I have no wiggle room.
Right. Right.
I'm at my wiggle room. I'm trying to get down.
We would be a terrible couple.
Yes.
Yeah, like Ralphie said, you and Chad are going to start looking like the number 10.
Yeah.
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 I'm trying so hard to make that so that's not a reality.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks.
Good luck.
Yeah.
All right,
thanks.
so Carmen, overall, you do face stuff. You do all kind of things that are there. Overall, I'm going to give you a 7.
Okay.
And then looks, I think I'm also going to give you a 7.
Wait a minute.
What? Is that
You-
bad?
That's not good.
It means nothing else that you do improves your looks.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're like usually I get the you have a good personality,
Yeah.
so that like helps. That like builds on my mediocre.
Quite annoying.
Yeah.
7.
I don't like your personality.
Right.
Yeah.
You would
It's too
drive
much.
me insane.
It's
7.
too much. I would constantly be saying, "Stop videoing that.
Yeah.
Don't. Why are you putting
No one
that out
wants
there?"
to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently a lot of people do, so you suck it.
Yeah. Well, I think people are looking at you the same way they looked at P.T. Barnum's friends. Like the natural curiosity.
like the bearded lady.
Yeah. Like she's shaving. Look at her. She does it right up at the camera. Wow.
Yeah. all women shave. This is not news.
By the way, I pointed out to my wife the other day, I said, Carmen does stuff that women normally don't want anyone to see on camera.
Yes.
On purpose.
That's good.
Eating, shaving her face.
Farting.
I don't
trying,
You might as well.
Trying
You might
on
as well.
clothes.
No.
Like
Yeah.
all these things. Yeah. It's wild.
We lump it all in together.
I'm blocking you all for my
Good.
The whole,
Good.
whole
Thank you.
package.
blocking you all. You suck.
All right, we got to take a break. Dom is in the studio. Ask Dom is going to take your phone calls. If you've got a question for Ask the Dom, now is the time to get on the phone lines. 800-771-1025. 800-771-1025. If you got a question for Ask the Dom, he's in the studio with us next on 1025 The Bone. Dom, how are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic, guys. Good morning.
Dom, quick
Yes.
question that I don't know if you're going to know the answer to this. Mexico says that they are going to sue Google to get them to rename the Gulf of America back to the Gulf of Mexico. And what grounds do they have to do that?
I think it's just publicity, fanfare. I don't.
But I mean, who would be if you're the country of Mexico? What right do you have to tell Google what to do?
No, it's just for publicity. I mean, it'll be an international court, number one,
Right.
In the sense that they're having some type of dispute over named territory, but you're going to have to go back to the inherent treaties for the land rights and when we acquired all of that property that came around the Gulf. So I mean that you're going to have to go back into treaties and treaties and all that stuff. But at the end, that would be the best way to attack it through the consulate.
But
I would suggest.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree with you that it would be all for show because what is the I mean, you can't tell them what to call it if you can say who owns it or who they believe operates it. But when it comes to calling, you can call it whatever you want. I can call it the Gulf of Pee-Pee Land if I wanted to.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, if you were president, I mean, that would be an executive an order. Yeah,
Interesting.
that way. But the Department of Interior, I believe, is the official agency within our government that handled this. If I'm not mistaken, the Secretary of the Interior was the one that formally changed the name.
Well, we will soon find out, I guess.
There we go.
If you want to get through and talk to Dom today, 800-771-1025. Good morning, Ray. Ray, you're on with Ask Dom. What do you got, Ray?
Hi, Mike. Hi, Dom. Thank you for taking my call this morning.
Yep.
I am dealing with a situation now. My brother-in-law recently passed away this past month, and he went to the hospital before, like, that morning, and then went back to they sent him home, and then he ended up collapsing at the house. And when he got to the hospital, back to the hospital, he coded out. My question for you is, being that the hospital didn't keep him, they just sent him home, did a test X-ray and sent him home. Would there be a possibility of a lawsuit if it was a proven fact that they was negligent?
Well, how long ago did this happen? And again, sorry for your loss there.
It happened on the 4th, February 4th.
All right. So whether or not there was a misdiagnosis or a medical malpractice, medical negligence, you'd have to start with getting the medical records from the hospital, his release, and then readmittance, number one. Number two is, what was the cause of death on the autopsy, or has that not yet been determined?
We have not received that yet, but the doctor did say that he assumes that it was a blood clot between his heart and lungs.
All right, so we need that report, number one. Number two, you need to get all the medical records from the hospital. If you want to gather that information, email me at askthedom.com. In a couple of weeks, we're going to have the Singa Law Group on the show, and they handle medical malpractice. David and Shafia Singa, a fantastic lawyer couple out of Pinellas, and they handle all of those medical malpractice negligence cases for the firm. They're fantastic, but we need, it's not, but the proven facts is by evidence by a doctor. Another doctor has to come in and say, hey, I would not have released your brother under the circumstances. And then because of that, that's where the medical malpractice or negligence occurred, or the misdiagnosis, if you will. So the evidence isn't in the records. The evidence is going to be from another expert that says those doctors breached the standard in care, which ultimately caused the untimely death of your loved one. So that's the legal approach that you need if there's going to be a viable claim. Okay. And with that being said, you can always go to askthedom.com, or you can contact the office, but gather a little homework, gather the information, the medical records, and then circle back with us, and I'll get you in touch with David and Shafia Singa.
All right, sir. Good luck, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
All right, buddy. That's got to be rough.
It's always tough when you get calls on your show or mine, and if someone has passed or there's been a fatality or some type of accident, those are the toughest calls I think I have to take throughout the day.
How about this one? This lady's son was hit by a boat. Jill, good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got, Jill?
Hi, good morning. So I don't know if you guys heard the story last summer where there was a family in the Keys that we were hit by a boat.
Okay.
Well, a 20-year-old was hit by a boat. And so the police officer, my husband pulled him out of the water, and I'm just a little nervous. And when we were at the boat ramp, the police officer's body cam was released, and it went viral.
Okay.
And luckily, my son survived. They airlifted him to Miami, and, he had a brain injury, severed in the head. He broke his neck in 3 different places. His arm almost was severed. It was pretty serious, and the video went viral while we were still in intensive care. And my question is, no one wants to take our case because the person that hit our son didn't have insurance. I don't think he really has much money. And my question is how can this police officer release this video? Like, it was really graphic. Like, if you just, I'll tell you his name off the air, but if you Google his name, it's like, it went to TikTok and it went like.
The police body cam footage is public information. So it's not like he put it on his social media. It is released, and news organizations can request that. They can do a request for the Freedom of Information Act and they're required to turn over that video. Dom, is that correct?
Well, the interesting thing about that is, yes, that is a request that can be made by the news agencies, but the immediacy of the situation was, he was still in the hospital. So
if you look up his video, it's pretty awful. Like, it's really, really, really bad. Like, he could have just bled out. Like, they had to give him blood transfusions on the helicopter, and, we didn't even see him. They just whisked him away.
Yeah,
and the police officer was running, and I guess he put a tourniquet on his arm.
Yeah, usually there's a vetting process through law enforcement, before that type of footage is released, because that is evidence in an open investigation. If you're talking within hours or day of, that's an open, active, viable investigation by law enforcement. And it's very rare in my experience that anything is released during that active investigation period, unless, of course, it was leaked, which then would spark an internal affairs investigation and potential claims.
That's what I want to do. I'm really outraged that God forbid something where he died.
Sure.
I would have to watch it on the internet 10 million times.
Well, any claim against a government entity, such as law enforcement, goes through my very, very good friend, Michael Maddox. And Mike's office is right around the corner from mine in Hyde Park in South Tampa. And if you want to inquire into this further, you can always contact me. I'll put you in touch with Mike. But I would agree, it seems odd that type of footage would be released immediately, pending an investigation. But a lot of law enforcement, handle things different. However, just a little segue for tomorrow night's show, the sheriff in Hillsborough County, Chad Chronister, will be live on my show. And we can actually, talk with him about, how the sheriff's office conducts investigations and the timely release of information and when they get, requests and things like that. It certainly begs the question is how something like this can happen. But I will have one of our elected officials in law enforcement in the show tomorrow. And that would be actually one of my questions from a call that was from this morning.
All right. Hopefully we can get an answer for you, ma'am. And I'm sorry that you had to deal with that, but I appreciate the phone call. The other thing is, Dom, is that what you often say is, when you have to go up against entities like that, you're not getting, there's a cap that they put on the police, and there's, she's talking about suing somebody with no insurance on the boat. So it's not an appealing case for a lawyer, and the chances of her scoring any money are very low.
Well, yeah, I don't think the law enforcement's, responsible for what happened, obviously, to the injuries. That's something that, they responded to. I think that her anger and frustration is that this information was out and disseminated. Maybe other family members found out about it before even she did, or whatever the case may be. I'm not saying that is proper. Does it have some type of monetary intrinsic value? Maybe, but certainly not compared to the negligence that happened by getting hit by the boat. Now, we don't know. She didn't go into the circumstances. Was he negligent that caused that caused the boating accident? We don't know those facts and circumstances. But I'm glad it sounds like he recovered, so that's great news that he didn't pass and that he's in recovery. I don't think she said that he passed away, but he just was severely injured. So we certainly wish him well and a speedy recovery there.
All right, let's try and grab some more of these. Good morning, I want to ask Dom, what do you got?
Good morning. I know you're not really specific in family law. I am trying to find out, before I file for divorce while living in the same residence that we both have a lease signed with both our names, can I move out without it being considered family abandonment, children abandonment, anything of that sort?
Well, yeah, I mean, you can move out if you're in a lease with somebody and you want to see. You understand something. If you want to separate, and move to a different residence, but still interact with the family, still work out a parenting plan between the parties.
That can't exist.
Yeah,
me and her personally can't. We can't do that. But what I'm getting at, if both of our names are on the lease.
Well, you're responsible to pay.
I've been paying, right. I've been paying 100% myself. I told her, pay her half this month. She won't do it.
Yeah, and she's not.
She won't do it.
Yeah, she's pissed her.
And
you guys
so
are
I'm
upset.
stuck.
Yeah. So you're
stuck
gonna
back in the same situation why I just had to sell my house I built. And she got half the proceeds that she didn't deserve, but I did that because
it's a marital
she can't
asset.
hold anything. She can't hold anything against me legally. If I don't pay my half of the rent, whether she doesn't pay her half of the rent,
then both of you are that you can be into a claims action because you breached the lease agreement.
The contract.
It's a contract.
Right.
You got it. So if she's not paying it and she's telling you to go pound sand, then your credit's on the line along with hers. So you're going to have to pay it until you pay the penalty if there is one to break the lease. But then you're displacing her and the family. So now you have to.
And I can't have my kids without home.
So here's what's the best interest for the children? You have to start every question, sir, with that.
That's what I've been trying. Okay.
Right. Now here's the next thing. After tomorrow night's show, the following Wednesday, so next Wednesday, Jason Valkenburg is going to be on the show doing a family law segment. However, you don't have to wait until that show. You can email me and you can kind of get into more specifics, if you don't want to get, too much live on the air about your personal stuff this morning.
Right.
Email me. I'll give you Jason's information. But next week's show is a family law segment, which is one of the most popular segments, if you will, because there's a lot of things that happen with the start of the new year after the holidays. Unfortunately, that seems to be the time after Valentine's Day for some reason. Everybody starts,
figure it out, huh?
Getting a little squirrely, right? I didn't like my gift. You're out. All right. At any rate.
You guys got gifts? All right, guys. Thank you very much.
All right,
yes, sir.
Thank you, buddy. Good luck. And last call of the day. Good morning. I want to ask Dom, what do you got?
Hey, thank you for taking my call. DUI question. CDL pulled over for a DUI. Was not offered a breathalyzer, although asked for it. Have a demand of discovery. Everything leading up to the whole pullover. Had CDL my whole life. So, anyways, was taken to jail based off the DUI. Did not blow because he didn't offer it. And then once we get through the whole process, he put a refusal to blow on the whole thing. And then I had a 10-day, and then I had to, reach out. I had a 10-day, subsequent, you got 10-day, thing that you have to send in. I sent it to, instead of the .gov, email, I sent it to a .com, and I kept trying to do that. It's being ignorant.
When was the DUI charge? When did you get arrested for it?
September 5th of 2024.
All right. And did you retain the services of a DUI defense attorney?
At that time, I did not, sir. I did not have the monetary.
No problem. I mean, you don't have to get into the reasoning. You just know I didn't. Do you have one now?
I have not. Here we are in this conversation because
okay.
I've got so many different, some different things. So I'm like, oh shoot, what do I do?
Well, the problem that you have is there is a higher threshold for individuals that have a CDL. A commercial driver's license has a much lower threshold. For example, just a regular Class E license. If you're presumed it's 0.08. If for a CDL it's 0.04. So you have a higher, you have a higher standard because you have a higher class privilege of driving. It's a more specialized license. So you're under more scrutiny in these types of scenarios. But I find it odd, and I would need to look into the evidence and discovery depending on the county. But if you're stopped for suspicion of DUI, and that's fine. Okay, Manatee's fine. That's Bill Sansoni. He goes to Manatee almost every damn day. It seems like he's in there all dead air. Sansoni's your guy. However, if you're being investigated for a DUI, there is going to be a request for your breath test. So if the fact that you're saying it didn't happen, well, we got to figure out, well, did it? You didn't realize it, or did they not do it? And then they breached SOP, standard operating procedure. Now you have motion issues. So all of that's going to be contained in the evidence and discovery and the body cam videos or dash cam videos.
So
they dropped the charges.
Oh.
Well, you should have led with that. I would have started with that first. If they dropped the charges, they probably violated their protocol and procedural. If they didn't ask you, forced them and then turned around and gave you a refusal. So they jammed it up, is what it sounded like. And the state attorney's office down there, as wonderful as they are, they probably realized, hey, law enforcement probably didn't do it in the right order here, and we're going to null pros or dismiss the case.
Exactly. That's exactly what they just did on Friday. So I'm like, what the hell do I do now trying to get my license back?
All right, well, that's different. See, here's the issue now. What happens in the courts is irrelevant compared to the DMV. And this is very, very important. So whenever you get a DUI, it's a war on with two hands. The left hand and the right hand don't necessarily know what the other's doing. The right hand is going to be with the DUI charge, 316.193 in the Florida statutes, right? You just got that dismissed. That's great. The left hand is the administrative suspension of your driver's license at the DMV. They don't care what happens in the right hand. Sometimes they cross, sometimes they don't. What they are looking at is that, hey, you had a suspicion of DUI back in September. You didn't blow allegedly under what the report says for the administrative suspension. So you now have an issue with the DMV. That sucker is going to ride probably for a year, but you should be eligible for a hardship driver's permit if you've done the hard count now since we're in February. So now it's still an issue we can help you with, but it's not going to be in the courts in Manatee. It's going to be an administrative Bureau of Administrative Reviews, an adjunct office of the DMV to get your license. I don't think it's going to be reinstated, but we can at least get you either a hardship permit or BPO, business purpose only license under the circumstances. But it's separate than criminal. It's an administrative agency. Does that make sense?
So, it does. You've helped me out. I can't even believe it. I'm glad I'm not glad. Anyways, taking up some of the time of your show. So after I get the whole year done, can I go in and get an expungement? Because
there's nothing to expunge. There's nothing to expunge. There's no criminal record to expunge. What you're asking me is, can you get the suspension removed from your driver's license? And the answer is no. It's going to say it was suspended for what? Now, what you can have removed is the arrest of the DUI. So the dismissal dismisses the charge, but you want the arrest record. Now, if you call the office, ask for Pam at AP Investigations, the answer to your question there is yes, you can have the arrest removed because the charge was dismissed. Your likeness on the photo, the milk shot, all that jazz. You can have that removed.
Yes, sir.
All right. However, you're going to have an ancillary issue. We got to get you a BPO, business purpose only license if you don't have one. And that's going to be...
No, not yet. Yeah, not yet.
Well, you should be entitled to one at this point because you've probably done the hard count, which is 90 days. So... email me at asadom.com. Let's get you driving again legally, and take care of you. All right.
Thank you. Love your show.
Thank you, buddy.
Dom.
Good luck. Thank you. All right. If you didn't get through today, you can call Dom at the office, 813-251-5550, or always go to asadom.com. And you got the sheriff in tomorrow?
Sheriff's in tomorrow, and I just want to say a shout out to Carmen. It's time. It's time. The fellas were quiet about it this morning, but Carmen was the only one that supported me in not losing my spleen last week playing hockey. And just when all of you thought I was going to die or be in a wheelchair. Also, Carmen whispered to me today that I was a 9.5.
I didn't whisper that. I just told you.
She said out of 100, though.
No, I just want to let you guys know I had a blast last week, and I represented the show well. I was not going to allow a representative of the Mike Calta Show to be embarrassed on the ice or anywhere. And you'll be proud of me, Mike. I did better than I thought.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you're alive.
Yeah. But yes, Chad Chronister on tomorrow, 7 p.m. to 10.